Right, so I'm just going to quickly put in a title while I'm remembering what that was about. That's too long. Oh my God, that sound of that heater is so irritating. Hello, Katie. I'm praying that I don't know if you were watching that other one, but holy shit, that was rough. I'm really, I can't be bothered with another one like that. Right. Jesus. Is that what is that is a saying, wreaked havoc. How do you spell it? Wreaked havoc. Yeah, I've spelled it right. Wreaked havoc means cause severe damage, destruction, widespread confusion. That's why I heard that saying. Wreaked havoc, right? So we need to fit that in. I'm just putting the title in now, Bella, and it gives people a chance to arrive. First house. I'm going to put a bomb actually, because that's more relevant to Jezebel wreaked havoc in this person's life through friends, fam, and lovers. I think that nails that. True love breaks the spell, but I can't fit it in. I could take first house out. That annoys me, but I could take for yeah, and then it fits. Oh no, it doesn't. It still doesn't fit. God damn it! Jezebel wreaked havoc in. Can't take. Then it just say person's life. How could we change that? You good with words, Katie? Jezebel wreaked havoc. Oh no, wait a minute. Jezebel wreaked havoc through friends, fam, and lovers. Maybe I'll just keep out this perfect person. Yeah, I think that still makes sense. Jezebel wreaked havoc through friends, fam, and lovers, and then I can put first house back in because that'll annoy me too much. First house. Jezebel wreaked havoc through friends, fam, and lovers. Right. I like that title. It's a shame that it's even that dark, but that really was what I was feeling because I'm going to need to sage the shit out myself right now. It's 23, 23, 23 is a powerful number. That's also like 5, 5, big changes. Is it too much to try and wait a minute, I do just want to see if I can grab the thumbnail somewhere. Sometimes it just lets me find it if I'll not do it for too long. Oh God, I've just I don't want to watch this, but I don't want to even fucking remember. That was horrible, that whole, yeah, where, Wait with this too long. Come on, man. I had a couple of thumbnail options. Where are they? Nah, fuck knows. It's not letting me. Sorry, I'm a determined wee fucker. I'm like, surely. There we go. See, I can't use that because Jezebel's too. Actually, I'll do just now. I'll just have to scribble over her. Although you can't really see. Then it looks like my face isn't really in it anyway, but yeah. There we go. And then that might even create intrigue. Like, why is it scribbled out? Well, it's because she's a sexy lady. She's a sexy lady that's gonna ruin your life. It's not worth it. And there's sexy men that ruin your life. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I think like, well, I don't think when I've watched Love Island before, I think it's cool to even say things like that. I just want someone that's going to ruin my life. It's like words are powerful. You shouldn't go about saying things like that. Like it's not cool to. That is not cool to be like that. That would be like thinking that blonde thing that is like hooting herself out. I don't even want to talk about her. That actually makes me feel sick that she has. The last I saw, I think she actually was successful in getting herself knocked up by some fucking random when she was signing up to shag about 1,000 guys. Sorry if I've got the details wrong there, but let's not even talk about her. Because actually, bringing us to, and welcome if you're new, sorry to be so blunt, but that is true. Um, Taurus is about self-worth and valuing yourself. So that's exact opposite of what I have just mentioned there. So, yes. Right. I hope none of that is going to be relevant to this. I'm just going to get this just in case people are. Oh no, where's the? I don't have this problem again. You're welcome to use. I'm just going to put super chat options too. Right, let's hope that all fits. God, never mind fucking all I got in that one I've just done is somebody the guy needs a holiday. It's like I fucking need a and I'm going on holiday. Woohoo. Right, let's see. So that's the links for if anyone wants a personal and I'll do it at the end, or I'll just do it throughout. I'll probably just do it throughout. And let's set a goal. I'll set it for 2 hours. I don't know if it, well, it probably will be 2 hours. It usually does take me that to get through it. And I'll just put anything in here. Fight? Oh my God. My God, what the fuck? We can't have, that's so weird. I'm going to delete that. But that is strange. I'm going to screenshot. That is fucking weird. That's got to be a message. I just went like that because I just put a whole load of mixture in letters and it's put fight. Maybe, maybe there's a fight like breaking out between a Uranus is, I'm saying it like people say it when they don't want to say it properly. Like Uranus is in Taurus. Unpredictable. Hmm, interesting. Oh, and the one that's been released as I was filming this is called Equinox Portal Doors Opening Right Time and Carpe Diem. It's time to seize the day. You see, so I can't even remember what I've said, but that fits in with what I've channeled for Aries, right? Because basically, as brutal as it is, whoever fucking resonate with that, and like I keep saying, I pray it's no one, but there is some people, like that's time to carpe diem in a bit of a different way. Like I'd say it's time to get the fuck out of there because the spirit of Jezebel demon is running rife in that person's life. Like throughout the friends, the family, definitely the lover, whether it's bad or bit, and it's like yeah, pretty rough. Right, okay, so anyway, on that note, let's move on. So it's a brand new one, but before we do that, I need to. It's still gonna be rough though. I don't, especially because the word fight randomly went in there, and also kiss is on. It's a band, but there could be a kiss that's going to break the spell in this too, because that's what I just put in the title for the last one. But I set the intention before I was doing all of it tonight, but I'm just going to say it out loud again. We're cleansing and clearing the bullshit energy of whatever I just picked up on, sending healing prayers to everyone that resonate with that, whatever bits and bobs, especially the really dark parts. And praying that everyone that is around the spirit of Jezebel in whatever form, because it's not just women, it can be men as well of all ages, that they break free of the clutches of the demonic spirit and the people that are, because the thing is it's like that we break the demon off of the people that are carrying that energy, but it's the thing is like that energy will keep going to those people if they're got really bad habits and basically generally not very nice people. It's a great host for that demon. It's a good way to put it. So it's about, you've got to choose yourself. If you're watching and it resonated that you're like, you feel like, I mean, just go and Google it and look what it is and see, does that fit? Do you trust the people around you? Do you feel safe? Do you feel comfortable? Or are there a bunch of gossiping fucks that would stab you in the back in a minute? Know what I'm saying? Are they loyal? Or is it a case of these hoes ain't loyal? Like, I don't know why I'm saying that, but it's quite funny the way it's coming out. Right, so sure it's not funny if you're in it, but it's kind of funny the way I'm channeling it. Right, got to find some dark humor in all of this, guys. You know what I mean? When this is your job. So, what's getting me through today is food after I finish this, and knowing that I can just not do anything tomorrow if I don't want to. So. Right, okay, so, um, where's that deck? I was using that earlier in a session. I don't know where. Oh, it's here. Yeah, I think that's going to be needed in this. Right. So let's identify. I think because I'm talking about the spell, let's see if the web card comes out or something. The spider web card. Let's get them. The apocalypse, the lover I've already seen. So if you're brand new around here, I'm not going to look because they talk to me while I'm doing it and it's too distracting. So I'm starting it at 23:32, so mirrored numbers. So I feel whoever's going to resonate with this, you're heavily mirroring. And also, this is for Taurus in the second house, but you don't need to have Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, all that jazz. We've all got a second house. We've all got Taurus, like I just mentioned, Uranus and Taurus. Not for too much longer, actually. I'm just trying to. It's not actually too far away. I feel I get a bit mixed up. I could check that. I feel like Uranus moves into Gemini quite soon. I don't know why I'm feeling like the 26th of April or something. I might be thinking of something else, but because I can't help myself, I'm just going to have a quick look. Because that is actually very significant for me where that is in my chart. Things are going to start kicking off like right a fucking way. And I've known that for a very long time. Yep, spot on. Good job, Claire, but really it's God telling me the answers. So yeah, exactly that day. So 26th of April. I don't know if that must be the day it goes into it because it says 0 degrees Gemini. So up at all my God, guys, I think I'm psychic or something. Fucking hell again. And if you're new, it's just God speaking through me. But look, that's why I got the deck. Look at all of them. There it is. That's a Black Widow's web. So for fuck's sake, it's like we're going from one fucking disaster to another. So what this says to me is because something told me, God and my guides told me to get that deck, there has been a bit like the last one. That was the Jezebel spirit was running rife in someone's life. This is a Black Widow. So this is either going to be, usually it's either someone's mum, or it is a karmic partner that has got in everybody's head, and like you can't get out the trap and everything. The womb. Okay, that together is quite, I don't want to even dive into that, but I am a womb healer. So I help people where there's problems with infertility or anything to do the womb and hormones and everything like that. But we were talking about black, like that's black magic, the black magic card beside the womb. So there's going to be a story behind that for some people. But also, when I'm saying that's either a partner or a mum, well, that actually doesn't, because the womb, well, that would indicate maybe a mother, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's the masculine's mum. That could be well, it could be a feminine's mum, it could be a masculine's mum, or it could be a karmic person's mum, or it could be the mother of a child. So that doesn't give us loads of. So let's just see. Tell us a wee bit about that. Oh, I just saw the kiss. I knew that was relevant. That's so crazy. They showed me that on the telly, and then I've lost it, but I'm going to go and get it because let's see if it comes out naturally. Because that song was called that. It's like, tell us what is the black magic about? But there's clearly has been some, there's been some that, oh God, I just can't stand. Remind me not to channel. Look, I'm like to channel anything on this week again, and it's because we're actually going into the day of the equinox. The thing is, like, I haven't actually got everything I wanted to get done, and but I'm actually like going to look at my to-do list, and I might just fucking power through because I don't want to channel anything tomorrow. I don't want to do anything like that. This energy's horrible. Like, I know I'm being really dramatic, but it's true. Like, it is really, when you tap into energy, it's like, and I don't really ever see people mention it out, but I notice it every year, and it's fucking horrible. Um, there's been some kind of really dark black magic. I would even say like voodoo or something. Someone's done something to someone's womb here or something. Or there's like really like negative energy being sent to, yeah, fucking hell. The underworld just leapt out when I said that. I'm asking, where does the black magic come from? And we pick the underworld. Are you fucking kidding me? We don't know where it's coming from though, so I mean that's where I help I have to help people in the underworld all the time. But I'm going in, putting my hand in and pulling people out from a dark place, whatever's got them in it. But it reminds me of if you've ever seen What Dreams May Come, and again, I wouldn't watch that unless you're in a robust state of mind, and even then, you're still going to bawl your eyes out. It's absolutely heartbreaking. But it's such an old film, but they do actually mention twin souls in it. I don't think they call it twin flames, but they're talking about twin flames. And it's like, I was actually describing this to someone recently, and I was saying, like, don't watch it if you're feeling a bit fragile, because it is tragic. Like, there is an accident that happens, and it's really basically, the long and short of it is, I wouldn't spoil all of it, but it's about how, like, this couple that are really deeply in love, how they're both dealing with their grief, and basically one is just getting worse and worse and worse and not accepting it and sinking and going into the underworld, and the other one is obviously grief stricken as well, but moves through the stages of grief, and then it sort of affects the relationship stuff. But the bit that I'm sort of seeing, because I was talking about it recently, is like there's a beautiful scene in it that, and bear in mind that I watched this when I was really young. Like, that's what's kind of amazing. Like, I've got to have watched this like before I even met mine. And like, even, and I don't know, because I can't even, like, I'm just actually going to look what year it came out. But it's like, that's like, you just connect with it. When you're on that journey, you connect with it, and you don't actually know Wait a minute. What dreams may come? Yeah, 1998. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I remember watching that and like, so whatever, being fairly young and just really, really getting it, like really being like, I would do that. Do you know what I mean? As I pull the mystic. Like, if it got really difficult, the mountain, like I would go into the darkness as a shaman. I'll see what they're doing here. Um, to save my lover. You know what I mean? Like I would pour my all into it. Um, because it's like there's the bit I'm thinking it's like the whole film's like that, but it's like everyone, and I mean everyone is advising them just like give up, you know what I mean? Like she's went too far. So this, although I'm saying you changed the he to she and stuff, like you're never going to be able to pull her back from the darkness and stuff. And he just goes against what everybody's saying. And the Queen, the narcissist card, and the Venom's behind it. Shit, that was that's and the village. Okay, I think they're telling us. And they put wow, oh my God. Hey, this is so strange. This is like exactly what I've just channeled. Better not be the same fucking bullshit again. Look, I'll just show you quickly. Look, the Queen is a narcissist, usually a narcissistic mother, or it could be like mother of a child. The Venom right behind it, that's the same order, and I did shuffle that it was in from the Cancer one that will be released next week. The village, the fucking village, so it's a karmic village. It takes a village to keep somebody away. Black Widow Spider at the start. The medallion, somebody wants a reward. The shapeshifters, people aren't real. The apocalypse. The threshold. Somebody's coming to your door, and the story is going to be something similar to what I've just said there. Someone is leaving behind shapeshifters, narcissists, venomous people that try to keep you apart, poison somebody's mind. I'm picking up on dark shit tonight. Don't make it yours if it's not yours. But basically, Um, yeah, they're all like, if you go in there, you'll lose your mind. She's lost her mind. You're going to lose your mind too. And he's like, that's my true love. I'm going in. Like, even his own children are like, don't do it. So anyway, long story short, he goes in. It does get pretty dark and everything, but it's about how their love can withstand anything. Don't tell me that's no. I thought it was I would do anything for love, but it's I want to know what love is. I want you to show me the Venom. So I actually think with this, right? I think what I'm tuning into is so again we'll see what the cards will back it up, especially because I'm using a different deck that I haven't used in the last one. I think it's going to be that somebody didn't know what true love was or what even unconditional love was until you showed them that you were willing to put everything on the line to be with them. So it's, and I'm not talking about like in a, I don't even know what words to use really. It's just going to be like, it is very similar to what I've just channeled. It's like, it's your unique mission and you understand the assignment, to use that term that you understood the assignment, you understood your own assignment and against what other people might think and feel and and say and stuff like that. And again, I feel it has helped. It's helping, or it has helped this person out of the apocalypse. Look, the mystic, the pilgrim. Like you could be a mystic that has helped somebody out of their, helped them on their journey away from the venom. I think we're going to need to put the venom in the thumbnail because that. And then behind it again is this fucking narcissist card. Maybe I didn't shuffle it back in. I know. Right, so I don't know. These cards, I don't know if I'll use them for the thumbnail, but that was to identify what's going on. So what else do we need to know? So the feminine, you're a mystic that has guided somebody out in the dark. That doesn't really niche down in and again, because that's what all feminines do for the masculine, but oh God, fuck off. I can't stand it when the cards come out. I don't know what one it is. What's that again? Let's just quickly. It's 1144. Ancient Greek term representing the opportune right, the supreme moment, the pregnant pause. For action, for transformation, it signifies a perfect timing to act or speak, often associated with divine time and opportunity and the God moment. Okay, I'm not going to forget that now. I really should know that. Wow. Holy fuck. So bear in mind, that's quite nuts. Bear in mind that I have just saw in between getting my tea and my hot water bottle and like I just saw that I've not watched it, but the shorts that I had scheduled for tonight, because remember I filmed them a while ago, is Carpe Diem, like this, it's the right timing, and it's 11:44, 144, and that is about it's the God moment, it's divine timing. So for those of you that might be catching this in divine timing, like take that on board, and obviously they're just pulling my eyes to agape or agape, however you say that, true love. Is that the threshold again? The flame. Look, it's divine time. The mother. Although we've got the mother and then oh my God, we've got the this is a different kind of be careful. We've got the mother, right, which usually isn't I do think there is some sort of dark mother energy in this, but look, the mother, the nectar, that could be a little bit but it gets worse. The seed. Surely I don't need to explain. And there's no other cards or something. So um what I would say, ladies out there, is if you don't want to become a mother, I would stop somebody's seed from. This is what we needed. We needed some. That's actually hilarious. The nectar, the mother, and the seed. Yes, I would just stand by that. If you don't want to become a mother, then I would watch what you're doing there. You know what I mean? I know also because we're like hours away from Aries season, and that is about well a pound of shagging. It's about the rabbits. You know, it is about randy horny energy, the flame. That's baby making energy that I'm looking at right there. So this is really quite funny. Like what went there? I'm going to put them all there. We'll put them. I'll not use them again, and I'll leave them for the thumbnail because. Right. Okay. So, but the thread, like red string of fate, the prayer. Somebody's praying. Ah, the eternal child. This masculine's praying and healing their inner child, praying the hunter, and they're about to come in and hunt you down. I'm telling you that's all quite clear. The shaman. I've got lots of shamans that watch me. The king. Someone's in king emperor mode. I want that one too. I want that one. Look, about to build a bridge. Love can build a bridge away from shapeshifters. And yes, someone's going to be at your door. The threshold. I don't know what is going on tonight, but it's quite dramatic. It's oh yeah, I do know. It's Mercury going direct. That's why. That's so interesting. Because I was maybe going to do an all signs. I mean, God, who knows? If I fucking come alive doing this, I might do it after this. In fact, that's the only time I could. Either I do it tonight or I don't do it. Because I'm not coming back for a week. It's kind of the moment's passed. But that's why there's all these things about somebody coming to your door and communication. If I'm so slow. I actually did just pick up on that right now. It's because Mercury's going direct. And that's where people can get the clarity. It's like, like I've had somebody say to me recently, it's like, think just along the lines, it's like things aren't very clear right now. And I was just reminding that person, well, let's just see how you feel tomorrow because things can change very quickly. Do you know what I mean? That's why they say don't make big decisions in a Mercury retrograde because you can quickly change your mind when it goes direct, and that's tomorrow. And along with that, the sun going into Aries too. Depending on where that is for your chart. But it's going to be powerful for everyone because of the Saturn and Neptune. It's just newly wet in Aries not that long ago, and now you got the Sun in it. It's like that's we've not all had all that combination, so that's like quite crazy. Right, okay, so let's see. So, okay, let's get the sad women cards because we didn't use these for the other ones. What have we got for the Divine Feminine? Tell us something about in the past. Is it a sad woman crying or is it a man smiling usually? What have we got here? Glow up. Came in reverse a little bit though. Transformation, confidence, inner radiance. So I feel in the past, right, you were like, no, I don't feel like, glowing up. I don't feel like being seen. I don't feel like I'm going through a glow up. But then I think at some point something just switched in you and you're going through a glow up. It's not really a saying I use, but I know it's quite a trendy sort. It's kind of quite American that, isn't it? But like you're going through a glow up. I feel you've went through a period of sadness and now you're through the other side and it's because you're choosing yourself. So yes, you might be more attractive to other people, but it's actually because you're choosing yourself. Whereas before I feel you were focusing quite a lot of your energy on the masculine. So because you've shifted your focus, you're extremely attractive to a lot of people, both genders actually, I'm feeling, because it's like you've taken back you. Oh, interesting. You're my drug. Craving, highs and crashes, emotional addiction. Yeah, so that's just that's confirming it. Because it's like I was going on the masculine, but I feel it's still with the feminine too. It's like that's the card always reminds me of I Wanna Be Yours, the Arctic Monkeys. So either that could be the masculine saying like I wanna be yours, or but I definitely feel like in the past you weren't choosing you fully because you were addicted to like, I wonder when they're going to pop up in my life again. Whether it was like every few months or every few years or something like it's like someone's like got you hooked in some kind of way. You know what I mean? And but they're like that too. So like they're like, you're basically it feels like you're hooked on each other. You're craving each other. But that is full of highs and crashes. So it's not healthy. Everyone knows this. When I see this card, right, that's not a good card because it's basically talking about codependency. You don't know where you're fucking coming or going. Basically, that's a karmic relationship card. But I also think that looks kind of hot, right? So like, I'm not being toxic right now. I'm just being honest. It's kind of like, that could also be a passionate kiss. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a wee bit of all of it. I think it's like you focus too much energy on this person, you waited around too long for them, and then you're like, fuck it, I'm going for a glow up. And it's like it's transforming the energy, but I feel that's energy they're in is like craving you. Hot and cold, yeah. Yeah, very hot and cold here. Mixed signals, pull, push, whiplash. Oh my God, wow. That's pretty clever. So look what's happened here, right? I'm channeling this so dramatically. Again, it's the energies. But look, so there's the one I just showed. And then look, in the corner of this. Oh, that is really deep. Wow, that's shit. That's what that's got to mean. This is like some serious fucking detective shit, right? That is in the corner of that card, right? I don't know if you can see that, right? This is like what I channeled the other night. So just say that is a karmic relationship, right? That it's like the masculine has been hooked on something that's hot and cold. It creates that roller coaster of excitement because when you've not healed enough or at all, you think drama and not never knowing where you stand is exciting and safety and security and a loving relationship, which doesn't even be boring, is boring. I mean, that is the way your brain's right. You know what I mean? It's just that is what happens. I was there when I was younger. I'm not there now. Like it's like so not there now. But you do, you do need to untag yourself from it. But when that's actually really quite deep, right? Because that's like a couple in a relationship, or that could even be like a feminine and a masculine, and the masculine's away on their phone, and she's like, that looks like she's thinking like, I bet he's texting her. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I'm seeing that. It's like. somebody. So if somebody went hot and that's how because it's the past. It's like if somebody went hot and cold on you, if you're the feminine, it's because they were already involved with somebody else that they were getting quite codependent with. And then even more, if you've put up some kind of boundaries or expressed that you wanted more from them, they've jumped ship because it's like, right, fuck it, I can't do it with her anymore. Quite literally, I'm going the other one because they're not asking that of me. Look, but it was like two very hot and cold and quite interesting. Yeah, it's like I would say this is someone that was caught between two people. Probably has quite heavy Gemini energy or something. Like it's like someone's in love with someone but it scares them, and then they've also got someone that they're casually hooking up with that's like sex based kind of. It's all quite tangled. So I'd say there's a bit of a tangled energy here in the past. So no wonder you were like, fuck it, I'm gonna go for a glow up. I'm not being part of a fucking third party. Fuck this shit. I hope you enjoy the passion that I'm channeling this with. What if? Regret overanalyzing imagined futures. So the masculine's left like, what if I didn't fuck this person around? What if I didn't treat them that way? Yeah, you chose them. That's brutal. Sorry, I feel like laughing, but that's exactly what I said. It's like did I say third party? I'm sure I must have because it's like I'm sure I must have. I hate that word, but look, you chose them. Third party betrayal replacement. So like you've had to look, block and bless. Boundary, no contact, closure. That's quite clear. The feminine in the past at some point, when you've got through quite a rough bit, you've I wouldn't think this is literally blocking because feminines know not to do that. No matter how much of a fucking nightmare someone is, you don't block them because you get it. You get it more than them. I know that might trigger divine masculine, but it's true. You do get it more than them, and they then start to get it too. But it's like so the masculine blocks, but the feminine doesn't. If you're a feminine and you've blocked, get help from. So it doesn't even need to be from me, but get help from somebody to work out what that's all about. Because, yeah, but anyway, I feel there's been some kind of energetic block or something, or God's blocked it. But, like, no contact closure. Like, you've had to go no contact with this person, which it seems like there's no problem there because they're fooling around with somebody else. Or they were. And you've had a glow up, you've had a transformation. Well, they're caught in this hot and cold kind of, but what if I didn't go this way? Hmm. Okay, we'll put them down. They're not the cheeriest, but they do give the story. Um, so what have we got then for what is the let's not take forever to do all of this again. Well, I don't know, let's what if the feminine is staying stuck in the comfort zone in the South Node, what is the thing that the collective of feminines need to hear that's going to resonate? Or the masculine's feminine side. I haven't been saying that very much, but that always applies. That was in reverse. So change your fate. Your story isn't fixed, it's unfolding with every choice you make. Claim your power and write a new ending. I love that with what I asked. So you don't need if you are stuck in the South Node, you don't need to say stuck there. And also what's amazing about just now, Mercury retrograde is conjunct the North Node. So well, that's actually really quite exciting because what that would say is your fate could be going one way or could have been going one way like the last um month, really. Probably like the last 6 weeks. Well, or longer. You could have been quite clear that you're going one way and then back up, change tracks, and you change your fate. Like, because Mercury goes direct and you're like, holy fuck, and the blinkers come off and you see something really clearly. Like your story isn't fixed, it's unfolding every choice you make. Claim your power and write a new ending. It's the vanilla sky thing, isn't it? Like with every passing minute, it's another chance to turn it around. There's some kind of carpe diem energy tonight, and I'm here for it. But what I'm not here for is there is definitely some kind of dramatic, karmic, toxic endings. So not everybody's person's coming to them in a neat little package. Like I feel some people's people are coming to them all over the place. Some people are coming to you drunk. Some people are not coming to you drunk and they're just coming. I don't know how to explain it really. I feel quite panicky and they need you to be kind and they've went through quite an ordeal. Reap what you sow. The energy you put out will return to you. Choose wisely and you'll reap what you sow. And Divine Feminine, you're all very kind. You couldn't be on this fucking shit show of a journey and be backstabbed like fucking all over the place like Jesus by Judas. You know what I mean? It's like you couldn't be on this journey without being kind. That's how I know a true Divine Feminine when I fucking see one or feel one. Because we'll be badasses as well. And also, what's sad about it is you can be quite, almost too discerning of other people that are actually quite similar. Like I said, I say that I come across that fairly often when it's like, but you get it. Look, it's midnight here as well, so it's like the 0 point, the reset, and that's also what, oh, today is, yeah, that's the, 0 degrees Aries is the reset. But yeah, you reap what you sow. So I feel it's saying like you wouldn't play games with this masculine, you would be kind. Even if they've played games with you, it's let's face it, what I've just fucking read on they have. I don't know whether that is specific, it's going to be different for different people, but I don't know whether that's, because I mean, that looks like a couple. So I'm taking that to be the feminine. I don't know whether, oh, that's quite interesting. I do always pick up on that in Taurus. And it kind of makes sense to me because I channel the houses. Taurus is the home. So this could either be that you have been married or you've been in a relationship or you've lived with each other. Because in that's what it looks like. It looks like, I mean, but that could easily be someone around your house, but it's like, it looks like a couple and she's on the bed worrying who he's texting and he's texting the bit on the side who would be the karmic energy. So it could all just be quite symbolic and metaphors, but it could be literal. If it's literal and you live with this person or you're in a commitment or something, I would say like some kind of ho 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 third party has lured them away. Yeah, quite specific. I like picking up on different ones like that because obviously that's nothing like whatever a shit show of a situation I'm in, is it? Or was in, or whatever the fuck this is. Anyway, don't mind me. It's the equinox, so I'm just gonna and it's the end of Mercury retrograde, and I'm just going to let Lilith have her way because, like I've been saying, Black Moon Lilith is conjunct my fucking moon, so I'm feeling it tonight. I'm in my shadow. Not really toxic shadow, just gonna, but the final countdown's on. It's the final countdown. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, I'd say that fits. There's a carpe diem moment. Someone's like, "Fuck it, I've left it too late. It's went on too far. I don't want to lose this person." And because Uranus is in the last of Taurus before it shifts into Gemini on the 26th of, I think it must be the 26th of April. It's like what could happen between now and then is really pretty. Oh my God. And I don't know about you guys, but like I said, I know where that is in my chart and I've been fucking that's what I think I was getting mixed up about when I was thinking it was a Venus retrograde. It's not that, it's that. That's what I remember being like. I don't think that's going to be a boring time in my life anyway. Good, bad, ugly, indifferent, whatever. Hopefully more on the good side, but maybe that's why I've been allowed to get a wee holiday before it gets crazy. What have we got for the masculine? Align with your higher path. The more you align with your soul's truth, the less resistance you'll face. Flow with purpose, not pressure. So that's for the masculine to get out of your comfort zone. Like to, if you're still staying in your south node, but that doesn't indicate someone's staying in their south node. So I would say this is somebody that has already aligned with their higher path, or you're being fucking dragged on it. And so you're facing less resistance because you're actually, this must be, if you're the masculine, you're starting to see what you've been put. It's given that kind of saying, a breakdown to break through. So that's putting a whole new spin on it. They just said to me with that card, those cards, right? Just say the woman sitting on a bed was actually a masculine man, and the man texting somebody else a bit on the side is actually a woman cheating with somebody on the side. That could be some people's things too. I mean, change all the sexes here. It could be same genders, but that's why someone's got no problem being on the higher path. Hmm. But I knew that's what was, but it is somebody was stuck between two people, but now they've got no problem choosing the higher path because it's like somebody it's always been like they don't really love me anyway. They want that person, or they seem to want quite a few other people. They're using me. Maybe it's two people that are using each other. Choose wisely. Every choice matters. Choose with intention, and your future will align with your soul's purpose. I'm here for this message. This is definitely Mercury conjunct the North Node. That is so cool because it's like, that's the power of being patient, right? What you think about tonight, you could drastically change your mind with as soon as tomorrow. So really, if you're watching this, really just have a good think about quite a few things in your life. Take note, mental note, or write things down. Especially if it's to do with your love life or friends or family, and then just sort of see if you're still feeling the same way tomorrow. You could have a whole fresh new perspective on a lot of things. Doesn't always need to be bad in that bit, but for some people it is. It's like something you were confused about is going to become crystal clear. No pun intended, but that is what I'm here to help you with. Honor the. Oh my God, I'm done. Wow. Honor the contract. Some lessons were written before you arrived. Facing them now completes the soul agreement. The soul agreement is somebody couldn't choose between two people, right? But it's weird because it's like they're saying, I always knew that person was using me. I knew I wasn't like, the love of their life or anything because the love of my life is the feminine. But I stayed in this. And also it's quite weird because Purple Haze, Jimi Hendrix has just come on. But I always think of Purple haze in the sky. Na, 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 na. I'll put it below, but I've quoted it before. It's from the fifth wave, right? Which that film is terrifying because that's the truth. There's a virus in that. There's whatever. Anyway, there's loads in that. Like everyone turns against the people telling the truth and doesn't believe. And if, yeah, it's just like what actually happened in the world basically. And the terrifying thing is it came out like 10 years ago or longer, I don't know, a while ago anyway. But um but yeah, whatever this is, it's like, like I said, I'm not always going to be able, well, who knows? Well, I do know because people tell me I do hit it right on the nail with like lots of things, but some things it's not going to be the exact details. But that honouring the contract, for some, the contract that's being completed is the karmic contract. Like someone's no longer confused. Like they totally get what they're aligning with their higher path. The choice is easy. And it could be because, well, it could be like the other one that there's a Jezebel involved. Well, we've already seen there's a Black Widow spider. There's somebody been doing weird fucking womb magic, dark shit. Which, by the way, I'm just going to put a warning there. If you are sending negative energy to people's wound or wishing harm on anything like that, or whether yeah, I mean that's beyond sick. But it's like that is one of the most disgusting, most awful things you could do to somebody because the karma that could come back in your life is disgusting because you just don't know like, you know what I mean? It's like I pray for anyone that's sending horrible stuff like that to people because it's like it's really yeah, it's dabbling in serious black magic. I really don't like when those two cards come up. It's happened before, but that is so dark. Um, but anyway, there's a Black Widow spider that is not easy to get away with, so get away from. There's something about mother energy, so it's either a mother of someone or it's a mother of a child or something, but there's a whole lot of dark, who knows? We're not tapping into that just now. But honouring the contract, that's like the masculine going to get the feminine. Some lessons were written before you arrived. Facing them now completes the soul agreement with throat chakra as well. Elevate your energy. Cliff, joy, clarity, peace, love. Elevate your energy. Remember, I kept saying the word elevate. Your energy determines reality. Lift vibrations and watch your world shift. That's why it's easy. Someone's realised that hanging around, keeping these toxic people around, is like keeping you. Look, someone's changing their fate. Wow, that's the same card as what the feminine got. So once again, it's like it is like the last one is channeled, and I channeled that at the start of this because the feminine stood strong, like the masculine. That's why you don't give up on them because it's the other half of your soul. Someone is breaking free of the impossible, a black widow's web. Hi, just dropped by to say hi. Hello, hello, Louise. How you doing? As I haven't been the best, are you speaking with someone or just people who are the Taurus sign? I am channeling a general message for Taurus in the second house, meaning this can actually make sense of anyone because we've all got Taurus somewhere and we've all got a second house. Um, so basically this is for the twin flames. Everything I do is for twin flames. Uh, but if you're patient and anyone else that's watching, I will if, for when people I've either got the thing that's pinned there. If anyone wants a 5 minute message or a 15-minute message, and I can do that. To be honest, yeah, either wait till the end or I can if someone's can't hang around, I can do it in between because it'll weave into the message. Or if you don't want to use the Ko-fi option, you can always just use the super chat and donate whatever it is you want, and I'll pull you a few cards as well. Or you can just hang around and listen, and you never know what might resonate. But and yeah, for you, Louise, and anyone else that's interested, so these ones that are really long that I do that with the star signs in the second house and the houses, I do it typically like I do it for a whole month, right? While we go through the moon signs. And then I usually have to have a month's break. So it doesn't mean I'm not doing live streams, but it means I'll do like other themes, like I'll do the collective energy, or like say we're going into Aries season, so I'll do things to do with like the truth and um passion and creativity and all that kind of stuff. But this time around I've actually had something that I've been wanting to do for ages that I'm gonna do fairly soon. Um and then I'm just going to do like collective lives and stuff like that. So it'll be slightly different. Do you know what I mean? Because these are quite intense when I do this. But like I said, the message can still be for anyone anywhere. So right. So I'm interested with this deck if we get mother healing coming out because of all and then that might help us kind of work out what all the mother connection thing is. Because the mother healing in this can really only be someone's mum. But hmm. Wild side, but it was in reverse. There's a side to you I haven't seen and I want to. I want to see you let loose and get wild. Let's have some fun. All I'm going to say is be careful with that, with the cards that are referred to in that certain order about 5 minutes ago. Somebody wanting to see your wild side and catching you in that wild energy in Venus and Aries could end up in all sorts of trouble. So be careful, okay? If you can't read between the lines, then just be careful. Um, Although, what is quite interesting, Wild Side was in reverse. I feel someone's repressing their passion. I feel someone's burning with desire and they want to see your wild side, but it's like they're taming the beast. And it's reminding me of that card from the last live stream, you tame my demons. So it's like someone's telling themselves, I can't do this, I can't do it. It's bad. So I think sometimes if you are like, say you're a man that has that strong feeling about a woman, I mean, change, you know, the 31st of March is flashing up on the telly for that postcode lottery thing. That could be a significant date for something happening or something, or the, what's the end of Well, it's really the end of the month. It's not the end of Aries season. It's halfway through. Well, it's not halfway through. It's like 10 days, isn't it? But what's interesting is now just to confuse Matt. So anyway, I'll finish what I was saying. Yeah, I feel it's like, you might have some placements. I feel like this is really not going to be for everyone, but and before I forget, they are pulling me up to that my sign that is the bird that says good friends lift you when you forget how to fly. Louise, I'm just remembering, is that not what happened with your now, I was about to say best friend, but we established it was actually your sister, wasn't it? Who was like your best friend. That might be her way of just saying hi again there. But other than that, I feel somebody connecting with this, you have got a best friend in the spirit world that is guiding you out of a dark place. But just bear in mind that can make sense for a lot of people. You feel under pressure. And I feel I feel like I'm tapping in. I feel it's a man that the way that you're personal planets match up with. I feel someone's personal planets match up with someone's Black Moon Lilith in a way that is very intense, that like you feel that there's something really taboo about this connection. And oh, even if there is people that are saying, oh, this can't happen and everything, it's like the real strongest feeling about it is that. Like it's like something. But the funniest thing, I'm laughing too because it's like Lilith is very sexual as well. Do you know what I mean? It is like whether that's not a say, I just that's not a saying I would use, but I just heard letting your freak flag fly. Do you know, it would be like where you repress it, yeah, your sexual desires or not. So it's just kind of interesting that that person's like, I want to see your wild side, but it's in reverse. So like they're trying to not let that side of them out and try to hold. It feels like someone's trying to hold themselves back from you. Now that could be imagined or real, meaning that maybe it's wise to hold themselves back from you because they might not be out of something else. In that case, it's wise because it's not right to, we don't condone cheating around here. If you're going to go after somebody, make sure you cut the other thing off. But, or like I'm saying, it could be imagined in the case of this could be somebody that is single, but they're still telling themselves, I'm not going to do it. Like there's something wrong about this. And you mean that could be that we could pack loads of fucking issues with that. But the thing that's kind of interesting is I'm also looking at I'm leaving in reverse. So maybe somebody wants to leave a situation, but they're telling themselves they can't and they're pushing down the desire. And it could have something to do with, well, it could actually have something to do with them being a father, or it's something to do with their father, but it's in reverse. So I feel like somebody has actually been healing wounds around their own masculine energy, whether they're a father or not, or whether you're a father or not, or whether it's about their own father, but it's like someone's been healing their own masculine energy. I'm leaving. I'm ready to leave a situation or mindset that's not served me or hindered my growth. Someone's not ready to leave that just yet. Doesn't mean that, but remember what I'm saying about they might not be ready tonight and something happens tomorrow. They could be activated with all the energy going on. My father's a big influence on my behaviour now as an adult. I've challenges connecting the divine masculine energy within me. What I would say is somebody had a problem with that in the past. So maybe somebody didn't know how to speak up to their dad or set boundaries or poor masculine energy not being able to set boundaries. Someone has healed the masculine energy enough to know how they feel and to know that they're going to be happier following the higher path, honouring the twin flame contract, not confused. But there's a reason why someone can't leave yet. Now that's where it's going to be different for loads of different people. That could be because there's children involved. That could be like a karmic partner has like poor mental health or something. Um, or they could be going for, I don't know, there could be loads of, and I don't normally say that, do you know what I mean? But that must be a thing for me to say like that. If it's picking up on divorce shit again, it could be that like something's not finalized and it's yeah, look, it's on, but it's also in reverse. It's a lot of like that's something. It's a lot of like someone's holding something back, but it's really hard for them to do that. I don't know if you saw what I did there. What am I? Oh, fuck it. It's on. I see you looking good and moving on. I don't care who you're talking to. I'm better. I'll compete for you. It's like somebody's arguing with themselves. Do you know what I mean? Because that was in the verse. It's like, I'm not going to do anything. I want to, but I'm not going to do anything. Nervous in the verse. This is somebody getting the nerves to do something. Ah, wow. That's actually really powerful. Oh my God, what the fuck is this all about? Hmm. Right, okay. So I'm getting a message when I'm looking at this, right? Look at this, right? Sorry, I'm going to read that in a minute. Someone was very nervous and not doing anything about a twin flame activation that they're aware of what happened. They could have been getting held back by either the mother of a child or their own mother. But whatever that is, they've healed. This person's, if this is you, you should be really proud of yourself because you've not only healed the masculine side of the family, you've healed the mother, you've basically been healing the mother father line. You've been doing ancestral healing. And I mean, I've went through that. Obviously, I help people with that all the time, but I've went through that for myself too. And I've spoke about it enough times before that, that was a few years ago for me now, but it's not so long ago that I don't remember how fucking rough it was. And it's quite interesting because Smells Like Teen Spirit is on right now, Nirvana. It's like, you do have to revisit different times in your life and heal parts of your inner child and your teenager and everything like that. And it's like, that's what this person's been doing. Like, they've been reflecting, because that card just says exactly the same as the other one. My mother is a big influence on my behaviour now as an adult. I have challenges connecting to the divine feminine energy and externally. Sorry, I can't talk. This person had a problem receiving love, recognizing what real love is, was easily manipulated by women, easily manipulated by men, couldn't set boundaries with people. And it's like this person's went from all of that to being an emperor, to being like all of the kings, I would say, like, having their energy back, knowing what they want, making a decision. But there's just some sort of reason why somebody hasn't taken action yet. It might just be they don't feel it's time just yet. But this person's been finding themselves. Like, this actually feels like someone that's been getting coaching or therapy or, like, really doing the work. It was time I went within to find myself again. I need to figure out what I want from life. I need space. Have my kids. I want to have a family with you. I know you'd be an amazing parent. I dream of the day I can experience raising a family together. So, again, remember, that isn't going to be for everyone because we've got people where that's not going to be possible for different reasons or you're older and whatever and all that kind of stuff. But that's a wee bit interesting with. I mean, actually, it's kind of quite fucking hell. That's sorry. Can I just remind you yet again what was it? The nectar, the seed, the hunter, and the womb. And now this person's actually saying, "Have my kids." That's really quite interesting. But I feel this person's having dreams. I've had downloads like this before, but this person's having dreams of having a family with you, or actually seeing visions of, oh my God, I'm meant to have a kid. And this could be someone that's like, oh no, I'm not having any more kids, or blah blah blah. And then it's like they're actually seeing things like visions. So that's really specific. I've been dreaming about you. In my dreams, we're so free and in love. I wish I could stay there forever. But what's really not, although that's really funny with other cards, what's really not sitting right with me actually is the shit at the start that someone was doing black magic on someone's womb. And that is the kind of shit that happens on the equinox. Like people, there's really dark portals that are open. So that's why I always say, like, I don't go outside on. Um, it's quite funny because I mean that's probably my dyslexia too, but I think there's some good in that. Like I don't go outside on eclipses, and I don't go outside on. Well, sometimes I go outside in the equinox because it's kind of nice to start spring, but sometimes I don't. Most of the time I don't, and I won't be tomorrow. And it's kind of like that's what it's kind of reminding me of people that have done like dark spells and portals and it's like what I say all the time, right? Like this is, well, it is going to apply to some people at some times. Like, when I've spoke about these. couples that I like watching on YouTube that have fallen pregnant, and it's like all this celebrating, but they're celebrating like, way too early. And it's like, and now whenever I see things like that, I always pray because it's like they fucking need it because there's so many jealous people of these happy couples and that, and for loads of different reasons because they're raking in the dough or because they look really happy, and you know what I mean. And it's some of it'll be real, some it'll be fake, but actually quite a lot of these things I feel it's quite real, and it's because I can tell when it's fake or when it's real, and it's but what was quite scary is there was quite a lot of them where the same thing happened, where it was like they celebrated too soon, and before you know it, the person's had a miscarriage, and I'm like, this has happened to too many of them. Like, there's something not right here because they're all quite young as well. Like, that's not. And again, I'm not actually going to go too much more deep in it. I know what that's about, and it's got a lot to do with what's went on the last few years, with the things that were getting pushed and the things that a majority of people take part in, if you know what I'm saying, because it was to affect people's fertility. Well, I'm not actually leaving much off the table there, am I? But that's shit. That's actually what that could be about. When I'm talking about black magic on the womb, that actually it doesn't need to be because I know a lot of people. And it's not funny, but I know a lot of people are imagining something like conjuring up a spell. But I mean, that is people do voodoo and weird shit and all that and stuff. But it's like that could actually be the spell I'm talking about. Oh, you need to take this because this will save your life, and it's like no, it might actually fucking kill your sperm and prevent, like put things into your system that's going to prevent you from like being able to. Sorry, this is quite dark, but it is coming out my mouth, and this is what I'm saying. Like, this is in some ways, it's really important that I channel around this time because the truth is, the darkness is being brought to light, and a lot of people don't want to hear this, but it is true. But the light I can find in that situation is with, I think, in all of those cases, just try to think. Yeah, the other one. Just trying to think. I don't know if they had a and two that I'm thinking of. They've now got beautiful babies. Like they've got their babies, but they're very young couples. And the first time they had it, and that's what I mean. Like, is that to do with certain things, experiments that they took part in, or is that to do with the jealousy that will get aimed at them because they're such beautiful. Because again, that's what I mean. It's like, it's I don't know. Like again, I don't know because it's like I'm just such a fucking, what I mean. I don't know what the word is. It was when someone was looking at my chart once. He went, "God, you really are romantic," and I'm like, I have to be fucking doing this. It's like, but you know what I mean. It's like I do like seeing stuff like that. Like, I mean, I remember seeing something a few weeks ago, and it was like some like just nasty fuck. You get them, they're horrible, those chat. Like, you know what I mean? It's like someone's just like picking apart like something toxic and something that I'm just not, it's no, I'm not seeing what they're seeing. And it was like in one of these nice wee couples that, you know what I mean? And it's like, because people can do, I do get what's, you know what I mean? See, I mean, I've got my, sorry, I'm going to respond to your comments in a minute. It's like, I've got my Libra in the 12th house. So like I'm actually very fair. So again, I'm very aware of this. That like I've said before, I'm quite surprised when it's like when I do those tests and it's like I'm one of the least judgmental people you could ever meet. And you might think, really? Because I do pass judgment on a lot of things. But it's what it means is it's like I could hear all about your past and like believe me I do because I do I do deliverance with people in sessions, men and women. But I don't judge you. It's like I'll sit there and I'll listen to the darkest parts of you and then I'll accept you and I'll love you and you can be a part of it and it's you know and and like I said, it's very much like think about, I wasn't brought up religious, but think about church, think about people that have, you know, like, they're born again, they're in prison and they're born again, they find God and stuff, and it's like, it's very much like that. You mean like giving people a chance. God, I don't know, I'm just letting them go with this. But it's kind of like, how did I get from that to that? I don't know. There's something in it. It's like with a few of these couples I watch, like it's like it's not like I can actually really see like for whatever reason like they've been put right up there on a public platform because they have actually got a beautiful love. Do you know what I mean? Like that it is true love. Like it's like they're best pals, they're totally in love with each other. And that's true love as far as I'm concerned. Like, but and they genuinely don't need other people. Do you know what I mean? It's just now some of them have got either one kid or a couple of kids, and it's. But it did always interest me that, like I said, at least three of them I can think of. I do believe, the reason why they've lost their bait is because that's one of the sacrifices. It is like I think maybe they might be quite naive to the energy that can come at you, and maybe like that's what I feel passionate. Maybe if they knew more about protecting their energy. Anyway, that's really quite deep. I don't know why that's all coming out, but we'll probably find out at some point in this. But at least, for, like I said, the two of them I can think of, it is really lovely that they did end up having a baby, but there's something quite fucked up about this. And also, even the fact that mother and father has come out in reverse. Mother and father in reverse. I'm saying that for there's something here where it's like mother and father in reverse. Mother, father healing in reverse. And then talking about that, and then the black magic. Something's went wrong here. Something I can't like. It's going to make sense to whoever this is for, but it's like there's been black magic on a union, and you're meant to have a family, and now this masculine's getting visions and dreams of having a family. But it's kind of something like that for me to mention that. It's like because, like I said, it was a happy ending for all of them. I can't even think of the other one that I'm thinking of that's. I'm just trying to think. Oh no, that's it. No, because there was another one that I saw recently happened to them as well. And I'm like, and then now they're fucking making my mind go wild with all these other things. Basically, what I'm saying is there's no such thing as coincidence. I enjoy watching these week up. I like, it's just the shorts that come up for me. But I'm assuming they'll all be. I think all of them are on TikTok as well. But it's like so. Yeah, that's really that's kind of what I'm getting at too. Because again, I know lots of you will like TikTok, and I've got friends and stuff. I've got clients that I've helped that are doing that stuff. But that it has got a very dark frequency, much darker than than a lot of other platforms. I mean, because I just feel frequency and it's so bad that I can't be on it. But I do respect other people that are there to hold the light, but I can't. It's not. And I feel it's probably because I have to pick up on this dark stuff all the time. I think to do that on there, I can't do it. It gives me the ick. But it's like, I think a lot of the negative energy would come from there because I've helped people and I've actually had help from people there where the experiences that they've had on there is just been fucking, it's like so horrendous the abuse in that, and I think from what I'm gathering, I think a lot of people. I don't know if you can turn comments off. Maybe it is. Is that a thing? Probably is. But I don't know. I'm going to stop sort of diving into that because it's actually quite dark, but it is very connected to what I'm saying about portals and the fact that today's the equinox and that's not like why have all of them had a miscarriage all around the same sort of time? I'm glad they've all got a baby now, but why did that happen? When you're out there on a public platform, it does give people a lot more space to do that. You know what I mean? Even when you know how to protect yourself, but I'm kind of dark there. But right, okay. So let me see what you're saying because um, I've just cut off all ties with my daughter's father as I found the strength, and I'm starting to feel wow, amazing, Louise. That is amazing. Well done because that takes a lot of strength. And I don't know. Did you ever, I don't know if you were here, did you ever try listening to any of my shamanic journeys on the playlist? Because I've got ones particularly for that. But I mean, you sound like you're doing all right with it yourself. But definitely, you can just email me and I'll give you a shout what one it is or pick one yourself. But you just said everything that I was going through, but it already happened. Well, I do read the past, present, the future. So the past few months I've been doing soul. What? What the hell's that? Soul screening? And I feel I'm going to be okay as I wasn't happy I am now. What's that? I don't even know what that is. So true. Well, I'm sorry because that was quite a lot of rough stuff that I just channeled. Right, okay, so we need to move on from this. I've got no idea what I'm going to use for the thumbnail. I'm just sort of putting the cards aside. Anyway, so there's quite a strong. So I think as well, somewhere in this, like someone's mum and dad have been a huge influence on them at some point. And whatever the person's done now, they've set themselves free from that, and they're no longer letting their mum and dad have that hold on them, which is great. That's healthy. It doesn't mean you need to cut your mum and dad out, but you do need to get them help. Don't tell my dad I said that. I'm only joking. Probably fucking watching him sell at some point. I'm only joking. I don't know. But my dad, he couldn't possibly be watching all. They're too long. I think he'll have a wee peek and see what I'm doing sometimes, but it's too long. Um, but no, but in a serious note, yeah, you do. I say it all the time. Like, I love my family, but they know where I stand on a lot of things. Like, nobody's telling me what to do. Same as no fucking man's telling me what to do either. Do you know what I mean? I'm my own person because um, because I wouldn't tell somebody what to do either. I would want somebody to accept me for who I am, and I'll accept them for who they are. And if it is your right person, if it's the love of your life, you will find a way to be able to do that for each other. Otherwise, it's not the right person for you, is it? You know what I mean? And that's why you both need to be healed enough before you reunite. Doesn't mean you can't be friends with somebody, and that's why I say, like, it's like, I would be worried if any of you weren't there to be a listening ear or to support your twin flame if they came to you, because it takes a lot to be vulnerable. So you should always leave space for that to happen. Um, but sometimes it wouldn't always be right to get into it. You know what I mean? If you can see somebody's not in a good place, especially if you can see they're not over someone else or something, especially because that is the vibe I picked up on at the start of this, isn't it? I get a bit mixed up when I do two in the same day. I'm like, was that? No, that was this one. Definitely, if you feel there's even the slightest possibility that somebody is still confused between two people. But I think that's why they got me to channel it in this way. I think this person was confused, probably more than likely manipulated by someone in the past. And they're no longer confused. That whatever's changed, they're not confused now. Like they know exactly how they feel. And I mean, that's pretty strong because that card's like, have my kids, you know what I mean? Now that could be like a bit of a joke, like, I want to practice it, do you know what I mean? But that's not a joke with those cards. Like that's somebody that's like, I don't know. But even with that, I think you need to be careful. I just keep saying you need to be careful. I've seen when I'm saying you need to be careful. I think that's for different things. I think if you're already with child, be careful, especially if you're out in the public, like basically know how to protect your energy. And I think if you're, I don't know, in the stages of like trying for a child, like I just don't be telling everyone and everything like that. There's something coming through about that, or unfortunately, you've had something really fucked up like that happen, like all those couples, because that is such a random. It's not. It seems random, but it's not random what went into there. It's like, right, so again, it feels like we're going down a bit of a rabbit hole here. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's like today, I don't know if any of you follow like these channels where it's like, because there's one in particular, right, and I'm just like, oh my God, like I hate that. I hate that. Oh, hello! How are you doing, Nathan? Nathan, I had every intention of doing that 15-minute one for you today. It did not happen. But I honestly don't think you would have wanted it in this energy. It's very rough. So unfortunately, you won't be getting that for about 10 days or 2 weeks because I am off next week. I'm going to London. But anyway, how are you? But that will be on my list to do. It'll be done in divine time. Um, but um to be honest, guys, I had my first live session with somebody since getting back to my work today, and it was great. But it's like it's kind of interesting how they've let me do the live streams, but they haven't really let me do a lot of work with people. Um, it's like only been if it's sort of really needed. But I think that's going to change. I feel like I'm not just saying this, but I know I've been saying it for years. But I was told by a great medium years ago that it would be around the springtime and I would be in a bright room, like, and I would be booked and busy months ahead and really happy doing what I love. Well, I've been doing that for years, but I haven't been booked and busy. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes, occasionally, I have been, but not for years. Like, I haven't been booked up like that for years. Probably because of the people that send me negative energy. But like, I've got a feeling that's this year. So, if you have been dilly-dallying about booking a session, I wouldn't do that much longer because I wasn't just saying it when I said, like, I am going to do a price increase on, like, some of the main sessions. Not by loads, but it will be a slight price increase. So, and I'd imagine it will be very soon because the Aries season is tomorrow. Um, and I'm just trying to think, the Aries new moon is when I'll be, oh, I know when it is because it's my birthday, isn't it? It's like right, yeah. So the Aries new moon's the day before my birthday on the 17th. So I think it'll be around my birthday because it kind of matches with the solar return. Um, yeah. Having seizures clear, so honestly could have used it. Yeah, no worries. I totally understand why you didn't. My whole experience of control has been totally refined and I'm refined by oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Nathan. Well, the thing is, Nathan, it's like I'm much better praying for you than like, you know what I mean? I know the healing comes for it too, but I've been keeping you in my prayers when you're sick because that does sound really horrible. Um, but yeah, this energy right now is not the best. Right, let's see. So let's try and move away from all of that because it was quite dark. What, if the feminine's staying in the South Node, what can you tell us about that? If the feminine, I've already kind of asked that. Sometimes it takes me ages to get past this question. But anyway, if the feminine is stuck in the South Node, what can you tell me about that? Adventure, but it was in reverse. Seek adventure together. It adds excitement to your journey. So that was in reverse. So just be aware that, you could be being a bit too cautious at this time. And that's how you're staying in your past, your South Node. You're like, I'm too scared to go on an adventure with this person. It didn't work out the last time. Look what they done. They chose someone else. Oh, you see how that fits because the card said you chose someone else. Like, you know what I mean? You could be staying in the past. Look, gifts. Like, not open to the gifts that God wants to bring. Relax. Find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. Yeah, I know what they're saying with these cards, right? The message is don't be too cautious. My kind of feeling is with how fucking dark these seem to be coming out tonight. I say this often, but if that person manages to get to you, they must have ran the gauntlet to get there. Do you know what I mean? Which it doesn't always mean it is the right time, and sometimes that's a test. But I think in the case of this is saying when you do get to be with each other, it would be wise to just be used to being in each other's energy. Like relax, find the simple pleasures of just being together. Because that is a simple pleasure that people take for granted. Like, I also, I often feel that's a really good indication of being in a great relationship. If you're just fucking happy spending the day with them, not even, like, even doing things that don't even cost money. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't really care what you're doing, you're with them. And sometimes that doesn't even need to be talking. Do you know what I mean? That is a good indication you're with the right person. Whether you're having a fucking luxurious day out or a weekend or you're doing something that doesn't cost a lot of money or any money, you're with your person. I've been reborn in more ways than one. If I still have a bank to use PayPal or I can get another bank account for PayPal, I'll book a session promptly. No joke. I need your high priestess energy. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Nathan. So what's someone fraudulent, my bank, someone I thought was a friend. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Nathan. That's horrible. Oh. Um, Well, I'll pray that that all gets cleared up for you because that's horrible. And you can email me and you know what I mean, tell me what's going on there, if you want to. But yeah, I feel that's what it is. If you're the feminine, it's like don't stay so stuck in the past that you're not open to this. It's going to need nurturing, whatever's going on here. Nurture your relationships like blooming flowers, they'll flourish. It's kind of given that energy of the grass is greener where you water it. You know what I mean? Hmm. Right. What about the masculine if they're staying in the South Node? Let's see if any of the same cards come out. I think they're brainstorming because I don't know how that song goes, but Brainstorm the Arctic Monkeys is on. Ah, and look what you're talking about. Divine timing. Trust in divine timing. Love arrives when it's meant to. Yeah, this kind of feels like, right? Because this is somebody that's been healing their mother, father stuff, but basically their ancestral healing. So they could have been resistant to doing it first and then they've had to do it for some reason. So whether that's usually like you're coming up against some prickly energy with your mum or your dad or your mum and your dad, and then it's like you're called to do it, you know what I mean? To get help and whether it's therapy or shamans or healers or a wee bit of all of it. And obviously doing some of it yourself too, but you can't do all of it yourself. That's what you have to be realistic about. Um, and it's really paid off because this person is making their own decisions. They're I'm tapping into their energy and it's like this person's kind of amazed really, like that they were living their life that much for their mum and dad. So this is really quite specific. Um, and now this person's like, I'm making my own decisions and I'm not letting anybody manipulate me. And usually that's because you didn't actually notice you're being manipulated before. Like that's really common. So and it's not just that doesn't need to be that can be friends, that can be lovers, you know what I mean? It's once you see it, you can't really unsee it. Doorway. An opportunity is about to present itself that leads you to a new person. And then together's behind it, twin flame. Yeah, this is oh my God, proposal. Okay, this is a bit of a nicer one than the one before. So look, this is definitely somebody that's healing and just about there. They're waiting for the right time. Could have just been waiting for Mercury to go direct. Find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. Wow, two cards say that. Trust the magnetic pull of your twin flame. It will guide you towards them. Proposal. An offer or proposal in the near future that comes as a surprise. That's kind of interesting though, because I started talking about something and then I totally went off it and started talking about something else. What I was going to talk about was there's this channel I follow and it's got this creepy music, and I know I know you will have heard it because it'll be all over TikTok and stuff. But it's like it goes, "Do-do-do, do-do-do, no, you know that tune? Sorry, I'm going to read this in a minute. And it's like, it's always just shorts and it's always like, you know, fucking. And it's anyway, I watched one today and I was like, oh my God. And it was really creepy. I watched it a few times. I was like, that's actually made me feel sick. And it's these things keep flashing up about Ozempic, right? Because that is fucking demonic shit too. But it's like the point in why I'm saying this is it is really creepy, right? That they show you like what the fuck happened with Wicked, right? Because when you look at both those actresses before, they had a bit of life about them. They looked quite healthy, right? And then when you look at the fucking state of them after the films, like it's like, and because I've seen people talking about this before that on films, it is actually really quite common, and some people actually know this to be a thing that like they have like real witches, and I'm talking like black magic witches have actually been known to like cast spells like over the cast like even even the fact that the cast of a show is called the cast. Do you know what I mean? Like anyway, there's loads of fight. I'm sure lots of you know that about the wording and everything. But I'm talking like I can't remember what that. What I think it was shit. I think it might even be. I don't know if it was Friends or something. I don't know. Anyway, sorry if I'm blowing some people's. Some people know this, and some the fact there's a song on right now called "My Friends Over You." So you see, my friends over you. I think this is someone was being manipulated by a karmic partner, and that's interesting. Someone's best friend in the spirit world is like, my pal's over you, my friend's over you. I helped them get over you. So take that where it resonates. But like, I need that toxic deck, don't I? I want to see fake smiles or something comes out. But yeah, anyway, in that clip, right, I feel it's got something to do with it. It was like you can see it's witchcraft because they're basically it says in the clip like the woman's hands don't even look human. They look like a lizard or something. She's got really long, longer than my finger. But you know what I mean? It's like long kind of inner. She's like so drawn in, and she just looks like it's like a demon has taken her over. And she was actually really quite pretty, and had a bit of weight around her face, and it's not that's not just a weight loss chat. There's something really fucked up. The two of them look really fucking like they've went through some kind of weird ordeal. So anyway, who knows? But there's going to be something in that, right? We'll pray for them, but I think it's way past that, to be honest. Um, this is quite nice, though. This is a nice change from the. So this person's waiting for divine timing. They're waiting for an opportunity to just spend time with you, their twin flame, and there could be a proposal in the near future too. So this is actually someone that's got big plans. So it feels like someone that's been healing and wanting to come in right. So could this just continue this way because this is much nicer than the one for Aries. So let's just see. Someone remind me that I'm now going on to the present energy before I keep doing it. But see when I repeat the same question quite a few times, it's because it's they need to dig into it further. I don't say that for all pity though, Claire. I just explaining my situation, although I know you're not. Also, a whole whack of deities are triggering seizures in me so I can better connect as a proper oracle channel transmedium. Like you, Claire, I must take my training much more appropriately. Well, yeah, just make sure that that sounds a bit rough, Nathan. You don't need to go through seizures to become, what I mean? You need to take care of your energy, and also I would, not be dabbling in anything like that if you're like make sure that you're, in a good place to be doing that. Um I'm ironically healing and I've been waiting for just the right time. It resonates. Also, funny enough, I must be doing something right as the figurative or literal. If it's not a constant prank, the literal Illuminati has tried to recruit me. What? The last few weeks, at least twice. Of course, I never responded. Oh my god. I know what you're saying. I've had things like that before. It's I sometimes think when I've had weird emails of guys like making out they're like, somebody that fancies me or something, I'm like, it's not. I can tell what it is. I can tell what's what. I don't think some people realise what Pluto retrograde 0 degrees in the 12th house, well, Pluto specifically in Scorpio at the 12th house means. I am literally a human lie detector, which is why I've been saying that on this about platforms like TikTok. What I'm saying will come to pass. Trust me. People might take a while, but people will be like, shit, this is what she was talking about. It is making people ill. You know what I mean? Not if you can monitor how much but anything, YouTube could do that too. It's not if you monitor how much you spend on something, but if it's taking up your life and stuff. I spoke about this before, and it's like, you can't get sleep in that, and it's like that's what it's like because blue light is like that anyway, but that is very addictive. Like I know because like that's not been like for like what 6 years or something now, literally. But I know because I went on it first, and I was just like, what the fuck is this? And that's why I got to come off it. I was like, that's not good for me. I'm already addicted to YouTube. I can't be having that shit in my life. Do you know what I mean? That's the devil. And I was saying it in a jokey way, but I wasn't joking. That is how I feel about it. It is. It's not good for me anyway. But I know it's not the case. I know some people really love it, so but just keep your wits about you if you start noticing things because I have seen people saying they're connecting it back to that. So right, so let's ironically it was Lemon a TikTok subsidiary that was such platform they tried and oh look, that's funny. And just now a day ago, X own Mr. All right, see what I mean? So that's funny that it's like funny, isn't it? Um, right, okay, so, but again, it's just there's more people on it. You know, it's like I've said before, like I'm not stupid. Like I know that if I had went on there, I would be booked and busy by now. Because it's just that it's just fucking I'm shit at maths, but I'm not so shit that I can't work that one out. You know what I mean? But I just don't think it would be the type of clients I would want, to be honest. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's because I am exclusively Twin Flames. It doesn't mean people that I know people watch that aren't Twin Flames as well, but I just think that would be a completely different experience that I wasn't up for. Well, it's not for me, but I respect that it is for other people, but it's definitely not for me. But it is just because I feel the frequency and it's not good. So if you do spend a lot of time on there, just make sure that you do take that seriously. And whenever you spend time on it, come off and clear the energy. Don't miss a beat with that or whatever words you want to use. Right, so to get out the comfort zone, right, to get into your North Node, it'd be funny if the North Node comes out because I've picked up this Moonology deck. What does the feminine need to hear right now, or the masculine's feminine side? Wow, that's lovely. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. So, the full moon in Virgo was the one we just had, wasn't it? I'm having a bit of a mind blank because the eclipse was what happened 6 months ago. So that must have just been, yeah, it was. So that was the one that was on the 3rd. So that recent full moon was a huge pivotal point for you if you're this divine feminine. And so also I'm just laughing. That's that card that always makes me think of that. So she's got flowers in her hair, and I've said this before whenever I see this card, but there's the shortest song ever, the Lumineers. And now I think that I can love you back, and I hope it's not too late, 'cause you're so attractive in the way you move. Anyway, it's got loads of lovely words, and it's not a coincidence that the reason I know that song is because my Divine Masculine posted it once a long, 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 long time ago. And I was like, oh, like, do you know what I mean? I like that. Oh, fuck, that just fell on the floor. That could be symbolic, but something went on the floor. But it's kind of like, I don't know. I just remembered, I just liked the wee song, but it's like really, really short. But it always made me think of him, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. But I know I do like the song, but but there could be a message in that as well. You know what I mean? Like, because really, the whole song is like, well, I take it be like, I find you really attractive, but I'm not ready. And then it's like, and it's such a short song, but now it's like, but now I think I can love you back, and I hope it's not too late. You know what I mean? There's lots in that tiny wee song. Um, be in my eyes, be in my heart, be in my. It's like, you know what I mean? You're always with me, but I can't actually be with you. Wouldn't it be funny if it was indirectly like wanting somebody else to see that song? I'm not saying it was directed at me, but I did get a lot from it, and we were in a bit of an interesting dynamic. But it's like, but anyway, moving on. You might want to listen to it yourself if you don't know it, but I always just think that because she's got flowers in her hair. But yeah, that could have been a huge activation for you, Divine Feminine, to be like, I am good enough. And if you're like, I am good enough, they will feel it too. So especially if there's an issue with somebody not feeling good enough, you have got, like I say all the time, if you are true twin flames and you're that linked, which to the Black Moon Lilith on my moon thing, but it's like, to be blunt, I don't know how people can make mistakes about that. I don't mean people that I help that are like clients and stuff, right? Because that's different. I'm more talking about people that have actually been called to be guiding and helping other people. And still there, people do make mistakes, but that one does puzzle me a wee bit because I'm like, how can you not feel how strong that connection is to, what I mean? I just can't even get my fucking head around it because it'd be like, sometimes it'd be nice if you were fucking confused about it. But the masculine does get more confused. So that's why I sometimes think a lot of these women that have made that mistake, because it's all been women I've watched make that mistake. I bet they've probably been the people that I met. Hell, they've been the masculine. They think they're the feminine. But anyway, moving away from that, when you are in your twin flames company and they don't love themselves, it will feel like they don't love you or they hate you. You will feel it. So I don't personally, I don't know how somebody could actually be around their real twin flame and someone's not loving themselves. It's a horrible feeling. Do you know what I mean? And it's really painful too because you don't want the other person to be feeling that way about them or you. You don't want to feel, but how could you be around, like, you know what I mean? It's why I'm always like, I only want to see mine when he's doing better and he's feeling good about himself and I can feel that because I can feel how he, you know what I mean? I can feel. I mean, I can feel it when I'm miles and miles and miles away, but you know what I mean? It's like, but I've felt it when I've been around too. It's like, doesn't matter how long it's been either. It's like, that's why I don't actually. I'm just going to put this right. I don't actually. I know I said this before, but I'm being serious. Like, I actually at this point, I actually don't really give a shit what's happened. Like, I've got that for. It's like I just want him to be happy and to be healing and learning his lessons like I am. And if God allows us to have a fucking conversation to get some kind of closure for the both of us, then that would be a miracle and a nice thing to happen. But yeah, I think even just to feel like a nice, a warm feeling come into, because that's what I mean. It doesn't, um, it's hard to put in words. That would just be nice. And I would know that I would know what was real and what wasn't. And I think my one actually knows that to be quite deep. But have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. So that anyway, so that I got quite deep there, but it's the truth. It's like I don't know how people can sort of if you're actually really twin flames, I don't know how people can kid themselves. But what I do know is like you must be quite this might trigger people, but I would say you must be quite disassociated from yourself if you're able to be around your real twin flame all the time. Because I just I can't even stand it from afar sometimes, let alone like the times in my life if it's not it's a weird feeling. Have faith in your dreams. To get out your comfort zone, masculine, you need to have faith in your dreams. And only you know what your dreams are. So if your dream is of being with the feminine, and that's what all those cards were saying, like this person was confused in the past, they're not now because you've done the healing. Oh my God. And as I was talking about being caught between two people, we've got first quarter moon in Gemini, two people, twins to be exact. Speak your world into being. Careful, if you're the masculine, throat chakra, be careful what you're saying. Be careful who you're letting around you as well. Words or spells. Why the hell has funeral for a friend just come on? Is that another fucked up way somebody's friend trying to come? Somebody's friend is really coming through from the spirit world. The energy is gaining momentum, but it's like this friend is helping you to get the clarity that you need. After a very tough cycle, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Nothing is yet set in stone. It's like the message is don't give up. Full moon in Taurus as we're on Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. Look at the bigger picture. What do you need to release? So I don't know who that's going to speak to, but they just told me to keep going with that. It's like, in order for you to move forward with your dreams, you have to let go of the past and the people that hold you back. Right, let's see, what does this masculine want to say presently? Well, I just saw the card that says, thank you for being my best friend when nobody else knows me like you do. That sounds like a song. Um, what do you presently want to say? Every time my phone rings, I hope it's you. Well, the distance between us kills me. Yeah, it's exactly what I've channeled. Like somebody has been doing the healing And they really wouldn't mind if you got in touch with them first. Except every time I say that, I kind of feel like there's a bit of them that would, because it's like, you are. I believe if someone's been doing the healing, you're robbing that moment of courage that they're never going to get back. So if you've already been the one to do that, it's not about being an ego. Because if you've already done it, it's not being an ego because you've already put your ego aside to do that. It's their turn. And you just know that. Again, when you reveal twin flames, I actually shouldn't need to explain this. You will just get it. But I am explaining it for people that maybe need to hear it. Like, both people know whose turn it is. Do you know what I mean? To initiate something. And there'll be different reasons behind that for different people. So you've got to be honest with yourself. Is it ego that you're not doing it? Because if you've never done it first and you feel this person really needs you, then maybe it is your turn. But you've got to be able to, like, can you handle it if they don't answer? Also, this is the Roslyn Chapel mug, so, and it's got the king is stronger, women are stronger still. That's definitely been coming through tonight. But truth conquers all. So it's giving Mary Magdalene and Jesus vibes. It's like the truth is going to conquer this situation. I'm taking action. Oh my God, that is totally fitting with this energy. Look. I'm taking action. I'm sorry and I'm understanding. Oh, I've just remembered now. And it was I can't stand being the pain. Oh, wait a minute. I can't stand being the cause of the pain on your cheeks. There's a lump in my voice and it won't let me speak. You've been asking to talk. I've been putting it off. Because I'm tired of, no, because I'm scared of letting you in on the lies that I keep. Anyway, but I love it, but I can't sing it. Just Us, James Arthur. And it's funny because a lot of these cards always remind me of that song, but that did go off earlier. In fact, where is that phone? Because the order, here it is. The order that things went off today. I mean, some days, honestly, the order that songs go off, I'm like, wow. It's like totally telling a story. In fact, every day. I just can't be bored fucking telling you every single day. But it'll be relevant to this. Wait a minute, it's went in that fucking mode where it's like. My phone. Does your phones do this? See, because it's a Samsung. It keeps fucking flashing me up memories from like 9 years ago, 8 years ago. Fucking stop showing me all this shit. I'm not even fucking friends with any of these people. It's like, talk about chicken and do you know what I mean? And I hide it and it still comes up all the fucking time. It's like, oh, got to see the funny side, but honestly, it's not really very funny. It's fucking annoying. So, Trainwreck went off. Right, I don't like that song, but because it's just quite depressing, but it's going to have meaning. It's quite a sad song. So, and then laying in the silence, waiting for the sirens, signs I'm alive. I don't want to lose it, but I'm not getting through this. Hey, should I pray? Should I pray to myself? So I did say earlier someone's praying. Then Naked came on, James Arthur. It's obviously a James Arthur playlist. But, you know, hey you there, can we take it to the next level, baby? Do you dare? That's coming through here too. Like someone's waiting for the right timing and they're going to initiate it. Then it was Just Us. And I've just quoted what I sang. And then this is a song I don't know that well, but I do from when it's went off. I'm a problem, I'm the killer, I'm the cure, I guess. I'm the end, I'm the beginning, I'm the apocalypse. Oh my God, we got the apocalypse card. I'm something from nothing, I heard him say. Rags to riches, your best mistake. I'm the future, I'm the relic, I'm the not there yet. I think that song's like quite like a bit of fight about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure the whole way through it, he's kind of like, I don't care what you say. I don't know. I don't know. I can't really explain it. And then this song, I channel this song a lot, but it's unsteady. You know, the ex-ambassadors. Whoa, hold on to me, 'cause I'm a little unsteady. And that song always goes off for me when it's like someone's really not doing too good. So this is all the kind of energy I would expect around this time. You know, and it is because of what I say. They do open dark portals. The dark energies in the world open dark portals, and it's um. So don't get sucked into one. Basically, recognize the signs. But I'm taking action. I feel empty without you. I know that I had to learn the hard way what I've lost and what I'm missing. But now I want it back. I hope you'll take me back. Oh my God, shit! That's like that song. And there's the devil on the TV. It was like a picture that it was the devil. And now I hope that I can love you back. And I hope it's not too late. Yeah, I think that's relevant to this. That's just weird, the wordings. I hope you will take me back. I'm sorry, I miss you, and I hope that you can forgive me for all the things I've done. I know that I've hurt you very badly in my words and actions. I'm truly very sorry. It was all because of my own insecurity and fear. 10 extra points if somebody actually uses the word insecurity. I just always think, like, as if anybody, none of us would. You know what I mean? I mean, I suppose if you're being really honest, because everyone's got insecurities, but it's just one of those words that, what was I watching? Maybe it was, I was watching something the other day. Oh, that's what it was. I think I said this the other day. It was when I was watching The Princess Diaries, and the manager, who's like, it's kind of weird because she was like, she's Peter Andre's manager, and I remember there was something funny. She's called Claire as well, actually. But it was like, I do remember watching it was younger, and they were quite unfair to Katie Price, you know what I mean? It's like, there's something a bit control. There's something a bit funny, but it was the manager made the weirdest comment to her, and she said something like she was getting her photos taken. It was like a photo shoot. She's only like just turned 18 or something, and it's like she said something like, "Oh, you think you're something special." Like she said it in a jokey way, but I was like, "Do you know what I mean? That's quite a fucking weird thing to say to somebody that, let's face it, is going to have had a very turbulent upbringing." And it's got a very, again, I like Katie Price, but she's obviously got a lot of stuff going on. And it's like, I don't know, I just thought that was the weirdest comment for her to make to a young girl who is obviously going to have insecurities. And then she went, she is something special. But it's just very subtle, but I didn't miss it. I was like, I didn't really like that. And I didn't like that it's on the telly. And you think that that's okay to sort of say that. I think she was joking. There was something a bit weird about it. Anyway, I'm understanding. I'm facing my truths and going within to become a better person. I know I have a purpose here and I want to be able to work on that. Wow, those word cards really scarily fit with the hunter and the karmic cards. And I mean, now I think we've got the thumbnail, I think. Unless it gets a bit better than this. I've been reminded of the James Arthur song Wolves a lot the last 2 years now that you mentioned, James. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Again, that's not one of my. You'd think it would be with the wolf being my power animal, but it's not one that I think I kind of skip it. I know it a little bit when it comes on. Sometimes I've actually listened to it and I've thought it's quite alright, like, but I don't, I've got to be honest, I do kind of skip it. Yeah, so look, this really is like, look, someone is aligning with their higher path and on choosing to honour the contract. But I would say, like, after they were very confused, I don't know, is this a bit busy? I kind of like all the cards out of this karmic one because it really is. It's like look, someone was like, I can't fucking make a decision. I'm procrastinating. I'm stuck. Like I feel they were caught in the manipulation and the spell, and then it's like fuck it. I can't stay away. Like I want this person more than I've wanted anyone. And then the more they've healed, they've got the answer. Isn't it? I don't know actually. You can't see the wording, can you? I always take that away too quickly. But let's just. I'll hold them to see. Can't even see what it says. Nah, I don't think there's any point in these cards. Maybe I'll use the words from it, but I won't. Could we maybe that? Honor the contract. Can you see the words if I hold it up? A minute. Honor the contract. Let's see. Basically, oh my god, there's a song on right now called Know Your Enemy. Oh god, I've done it again. That that actually makes me piss myself when it's not even in the shot. Wait a minute. Not literally. Let's. Oh, so is it this side then? No, no, if I hang. Is it I'm getting fucking fed up? Let's see. Know your enemy. I think this person, all the people that resonate with this, have like rumbled the hidden enemies. Oh yeah, wait a minute. That's good. You can't really make out the word contract, but I like that. Sometimes less is more, guys. Again, if I do ever watch this back, I would like to use the words in it, but I just don't. I'm not gonna. I don't know about ever, but I haven't watched any of the other ones. I tried to watch the ones I filmed myself. I tried to watch Leo the other day. I got about fucking 2 minutes in, and I'd rather watch somebody else, to be honest. You know what I mean? That's like it makes sense because I've like fucking just sat and channeled it. But I used to like what I just don't wanna. I just don't. Again, I can't even watch other people just now either. It's just, and it's not a bad thing. That is a really fucking brilliant thing. But right, let's see. Let's move on. So, oh, it's 1 in the morning. So much for midnight, but it's fine. I get in and then I just get lost in the sauce. So that was the present energy. So that's all pretty clear. That's what the masculine wants to do and is going to do for their. Oh, I didn't. Fuck, I didn't. Oh, never mind. I didn't use any of them. They done the job, so we know the story. Right, okay. What I'll do now. Let's trust. I don't know, they're not all there, but what about the subconscious? The ninth house exploration. So in the subconscious mind, divine feminine and masculine feminine side, you could be getting like you could be having dreams of traveling, either places that you feel guided to go. You could be having visions of places where you will go with your twin flame, or you see yourself, you might not see yourself there with them, or what I mean. But it's like I feel you're getting all the signs in your dream time that you need to travel. But for some of you, it could be, although this is in the subconscious mind, this could be like you've been dreaming about this, fantasizing, I need to get away, I need to get away, I need to get away. And now it is sunk down into the conscious mind because that's exactly where I'm at. Like that's why I'm going away next week. And it does feel like I have manifested a bit of a miracle there because like I keep saying, it's not a coincidence that the way it all came about is like me and my cousin speak fairly often anyway, but it's like it just wasn't aligning, you know what I mean? With her work, with not so much of me, because it's like it's not been that much of a busy time. Like I more feel it's gonna but I do feel it is gonna be busy from like really this point on. That's why I think that's where I'm allowed to get away. But it's like yeah, things weren't aligning. And then it was right when I'd done my 7 day fast, it was like right the day after. And it all just sort of, I don't know, like I said, it was a bit of a dream. And I just thought, hang on, I'm going to actually just ask her. And then she called me right back and it's just fucking worked out brilliantly. And it's just like, book 1 minute, I'm just like, right, I'm booking it. And it's like, I'm not that spontaneous like that. I'm really quite cautious. Like, I feel quite spontaneous when I'm booking the fucking day trip to my best pal that's like, an hour away on a train. So it's like, but to actually book to go to London for a few days, that's quite interesting. Because, like I said, I am still, it's not that big a deal, but I'm like, I don't like when you're on a train and you have to change, you know what I mean? I always avoid it. I would always like pay more, and you don't need to pay, but it's like, whatever it is when I get to where I need to go, like I have to get on one and then I have to change, and I'm just like, oh my fucking God. But it's fine. The angels will carry me. I will just, I'll be okay. I might be a bit traumatized by the time I get her, but I won't be. And then it's just quite nice that I'm managing to meet up with a few other people and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, it's like you're broadening your horizons. So I've been doing that this long. This is actually fitting with the card that said you're going through a glow up and you're choosing yourself. Like it makes sense. Like you're not hanging around waiting to start the rest of your life, to, to go on nice holidays, to have nice weekends away. You're not waiting for them. You're going and doing it yourself. And that is the best thing to do. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean you've given up on them, you're abandoning them or anything. It's just you're getting on with your life. I'm here for it, love it. Um Right, where's the masculine in the subconscious? Let's see if that comes out again. Oh, wow. They're knee deep in the feels. And I mean, that actually really fits with the songs I've been quoting. Well, the songs that went off today. We've got the 12th house and we've got Cancer. So, I mean, the fact that, why, guys, what the fuck? I've had these cards for years and I like barely use them. I'm loving these. But see, it was the right time. So there's always a meaning behind. That's going to have meaning to this. So I feel the meaning behind me saying that is the amount of time this person has invested in you, i.e., from what I'm gathering, nothing, doesn't reflect on how they actually feel about you. Because of the way I've just said that about you. These cards are beautiful and I really like them. Why haven't I been using them? Do you know what I mean? That's probably because I forgot about them because I've got that many other cards here. But it's like, I hope that's not relevant to the story. But you know what I mean? It's like the 12th house is where we get a bit lost in the sauce. It's confusion, illusion. It's like distraction, mental health, illness. But it's your deepest fears, it's your deepest desires, it's your secrets, it's your hidden stuff. Which is why there's not really any secrets to me because of my Pluto there. But it's like, um, this masculine. I mean, the 12th house is the subconscious as well. So they're in a very, very dreamlike. Is this real? Is this real? Is this just fantasy? I don't know if I'm singing the right words, but you know what I mean? Escape from reality. It is, isn't it? Mhm. I wanna know. Let him go. Let me go, 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 go. What? Mamma mia, let me go. I don't know why I'm hearing that song. It must be relevant. But and then we've got Cancer. So remember, Jupiter is Cancer. Sorry, Jupiter is in Cancer. Jupiter just went direct. We've got the Cancer moon coming up next week. That could be significant. That Cancer reading was rough. I filmed it live and then I've hid it again. It's in the membership, but it'll go live again next week. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from this. This is two watery energies. This masculine is in a very emotional place, a very feminine place, a very private place, because all the water houses of working through family stuff, trauma. Oh my God, that's totally spot on with the mother-father healing. This is like deep-seated pain, trauma, stuff that you've buried for like decades in some cases. It's not really the kind of stuff you want to be unpacking around somebody you want to start something with, and you know what I mean. It's kind of given that energy of I'd rather work through this myself and come to you stronger. That feels a channel message. Um, Wait a minute, actually, because I just done that. Let's see. That's actually not being able to That's not words as well. That's not being able to articulate how you're feeling. My my passion is burning so strong I can't take it. It's like, so the feelings are there and the passion is there. Oh my God, remember when I said this person's like this person is desiring you and they want to see your wild side. Hey, that's what the card said. I'm so sorry. I'm so very sorry. Please find it in your heart to forgive me. Oh my God, creepy. You're constantly in my dreams. Yeah, you're constantly in this person's dreams. They're getting visions. They want to be near you. They want to smell you. It's like I'm just getting visions of this person like smelling your hair, your energy. This person just wants to be around you, damn it. Are they allowed to be? Never channeled it like that before. That's quite funny. Right, conscious mind. Let's see if the same cards come up. Saturn. Yeah, I think you're being very strict with yourself, Divine Feminine. Like you're following your dreams and you're being more adventurous and you're being very disciplined. But I mean, just bear in mind there was a message earlier. It was about don't be so cautious. Like don't have so many boundaries around you that this person doesn't know how to get in. What's really funny is in this video, the guy is going to the door with flowers and now he's getting attacked by bees. It's like she's just seeing him out the keyhole, pure like going mental, kicking about a bunch of flowers, and now there's no flowers because the bees have attacked him at the door. But the thought was there, do you know what I mean? It's a little respect, Wheatus. So I'm assuming it's little respect to me, but it'll be I don't know. I'm assuming it's that, but a modern version. Someone wants to be your knight in shining armor because he's just that's really clever. He just saved somebody from getting ran over. And I thought it was the same girl. But what it is he's just saved somebody and the girl he wants has just walked out the shop and it looks like he's mounted her basically. So there could have been something oh, that's a clever way to tell me that. There could have been something in this where if you're the feminine, you have felt like this person I don't know, is a bit of a player or they've done something like you could have I mean, it could be the way where someone was trying to make you jealous and make you think something, but that's not what happened there. That was innocent, and it looks dodgy, but it's not. So I don't know. I'll distrust that that'll make sense to somebody. They're pulling my eyes to full moon. That's quite funny. Full moon and kitchen. Oh, I kind of want to pick those cards up, but I'm not going down there. I do want to get them for. Oh my god, and travel. Right, this is so specific. That kitchen card isn't actually about a literal kitchen. I can't remember what it's actually about, but I think it might be about like cleaning or something, cleaning your energy or something. Around the full moon on the 2nd of April, there's going to be a conversation in someone's kitchen. Or it might not be a conversation at all. It might be a kiss in someone's kitchen. And there's something about travel. And you can let us know what that all means. But if you end up kissing somebody in a kitchen on the full moon, you come and let us know. extra, it's extra interesting if you've went away somewhere like an Airbnb or something and you're kissing in a kitchen on a full moon. God, I'm like making a story from the cards on the ground right now. Right. Libra. Oh my god, that's pretty nuts. So although I was saying that very jokingly, like I said, they do just speak through me. It's the Libra full moon, that full moon. So what are the chances of that? So yeah, I'm going to stand by what I said. There's going to be some people that are kissing in a kitchen on the full moon in Libra. So it ain't just any full moon, it's the next full moon. Doesn't need to be on the 2nd, but it's the days surrounding that. So that's really quite soon. Kissing and making up. I don't know why you're in the kitchen, but I mean, that's what I'm being told. Transits. Passion. Oh my God, you could be doing work. Do you know what? That was my first. I think let's move on. It's Venus and Aries. You could be doing more than kissing in the kitchen. Fifth house passion. Eighth house. This is definitely something more than kissing and somebody's getting it on in the kitchen. Guys, I think we need to draw the line. This is getting a bit too personal now. Eighth house mystery. And it's just going to be a mystery. We're all just going to have to wonder what that was about. But the thing is, the funny thing is, you'll find out if it was you. And then people can at least tell me and I can feed back. By the way, somebody told me that happened. Right, that's really funny. But remember, that's the masculine's cards too. That was all those cards were the masculine's cards. So yeah, that could be one of these like, somebody's just because the full moon does make people like feel, it's just it illuminates the subconscious. So makes you do things like you feel a bit braver and stuff. Like I've said that before, but like, this is like like when we were younger, like I just noticed a pattern and I'm sure he didn't know. Like I'm actually fucking certain he didn't know. I'd be surprised. Like I really thought that wasn't like some kind of weird plan. Like but mine always used to, it wasn't every film, but for a period of time when we were younger, it was. It was like, and I thought, God, I don't think he's realising that he actually always seems to do that in the full moon. But it got like so textbook that I would actually expect it. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, he's going to cut, and then he would. Or I'd just see him somewhere. Uh, and there was once I was at my friend's wedding, and I was actually telling this married couple, and I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, he's probably going to call me tonight. And they were like, Claire, I wouldn't get your hopes up. I'm like, no, I'm like, seriously, I feel it. And he did. And they were like, I was like, see, I told you. But then yeah, always get mixed up. But I think I just got really pissed on Prosecco at the wedding. And then it didn't happen. I think I fell asleep and woke up again or something. But anyway, the point is, he did pop up my phone. He felt the call, the full moon. Do you know what I mean? Maybe it's the wolf thing. I don't know. But right, so it's something like that. It's like a masculine is like because remember Libra is love and partnership, and it is union actually, and it's spiritual union. I mean, it's marriage and stuff too, but it's spiritual union. It's like feeling married at the soul to someone, which is what twin flames are anyway. But like I said, for other people, if you're not through the karmic shit, it can be like divorces and karmic breakups and nobody night. It can be like the breakdown of friendships and family and stuff too, because it's whoever's sort of karmic, in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. It can be quite painful. Like I have had very painful like full moon and Libras and stuff. Full moon and Pisces always stick out. So I'm sure a lot of friendships ended around full moon and Pisces as well. Um, so we can look forward to that in 6 months from now. We're in the new moon in Pisces just now. Um, right, what karmic lessons are they learning and what needs to be released? What deck will we use? I've kind of went for a lot of the same decks. I'm gonna go with another. I don't. I'm digging the astrology decks just now, so I'm going to quite rightly. So I've got that fucking many of them. Right, what have we got? What have we got? What's a karmic lesson that the feminine is learning or that you've already released? The masculine's feminine side. Mer Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Geeking out. Mercury retrograde, reinvention. So look at that. Again, obviously we know how obsessed I am with astrology. I've got quite a few astrology decks, right? And I always mean to integrate them in everything I do, but I can't force things just because it makes sense. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, this is definitely making me want to be these ones. But Mercury retrograde, not a coincidence. This is the very last, well, it's not even the last day, it's the last few hours. I don't know what time exactly it goes direct, but it does go direct tomorrow. Well, today, because we're into the next day where I am. And I do this fits with what I've been channeling about this group of feminines. Like you have reinvented yourself. You're going through a glow up. You've went through a glow up. You're feeling good about yourself, unconditionally loving yourself. And you could have been there for quite some time, but whatever has shifted in you is shifted in quite a massive way. And you've reinvented yourself in the best way. So if you weren't doing brave things out your comfort zone, or you had a tendency to, well, I'll use me as an example. You were staying in your house too much. You're adventuring. You're going adventuring. And I'd say as well that's really specific because it's like these might have been things that you'd hoped and you'd really wanted to do with your twin flame, but the years keep passing and they don't show up. So it's like, do you keep not going the places you want to go because they're not? And you're like, no, go, go and explore, eat, love, pray, do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight, but don't do that, you know. Leave that for when you're with your twin flame. And if you're not twin flames, bash on, just be safe out there, guys. People that might be watching this sort of resonating. But it's like, This was a really important Mercury retrograde for you. And I do feel they're getting me to channel this really passionately because it's what I'm saying about that was not the flu. It was Ascension flu. It was one of the biggest upgrades I've ever had. I think it is the biggest upgrade I've ever had in my life, spiritually, whatever happened. And although it wasn't very nice and it was like having the real flu, I've felt amazing since then. And it's quite funny actually because I've just thought about something because I've only had the mediumship that I done with Suzanne. Um, and obviously the first time we caught up we were loving it and then that tragedy struck and but like I said there was a miracle amongst that too, but it's still there was a tragedy. And then we've since caught up and that was great. And it was crazy because on that shorts that I put out recently, I was like, it's really weird. I've never met her, but I just feel I'm really going to get on with her. And I couldn't have been it. I mean, I do get on with most people, right? Like, because if you're drawn to me to do something, like, it's just you know what I mean? Like, if I don't get on with you, then it's not like, you know what I mean? But as long as somebody's not a dick, I do like most people. And even people that have been a dick to me, to be honest, as long as you fucking not being a dick anymore and I can feel you're telling the truth, I'm very forgiving and stuff like that. It depends what we're talking about here. If somebody was really fucking shady, then I'm like, it's like what I said, I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking want to be really close around you. But what I'm trying to say here is it's like today I had a session and I've just noticed, I mean, so the person will know who they are, but it's like I noticed it didn't, you know, because that does happen, like Venus and Aries, and people do always feel better after we do a session. It did inject a bit of passion, a bit of fire in that person to get something done. And it's like, you know, and then this is a day that's hard to get stuff done, you know, because it's like the last of Pisces, it's quite tiring. But that's what I'm saying. It's like even though I was quite tired today, and I was even quite tired in that session, it's like that frequency that I'm in, even being tired, it's valuable currency, actually. That's the way they're saying it to me. And it's like I know that about myself. And that's why, you know, I'm very selective about who I work with. And it's like I don't when I'm not getting bookings, it's for a reason. And again, I do feel it's because I'm going to be busier from like, you know, when I come back from London into the summer really. Um I mean I'll be as busy as I want to be, but I will be booked and busy, you know. I'm manifesting it. Um And it's about fucking time actually, because I've been working hard for like over a fucking 10 years now. But you know what I mean? It's like that Mercury retrograde was important for you because it was very important for me as well. I'm feeling this message. Right, okay, so, but again, sorry, I just burped, clearing the energy. That is for the masculine, feminine side too. So that Mercury retrograde was very important for you as well. Well, I feel it was very important for the masculine because I feel it was like I know that was the one from the Aries one, but I feel it was important for you to be seeing through what you needed, like to see clearly and see through the illusions once and for all. And that's only going to get even more clearer with the sun moving in Aries today. Which is why Leo has just come out. I will. The fifth house, passion. My passion is burning for you so much I can't take it. And also, Leo is not a shy energy. This masculine energy, the karmic lesson is it's time to shine. You truly deserve absolutely every ounce of a level up and success. You have more than earned it. Thank you, Nathan. I agree. But my God, it's like fuck, you know what I mean? But again, I've always known, you know, my hard work was going to pay off, and but God, Saturn and Scorpio is rough, man. It just, you know, but I suppose that's why my ringtone is "Don't Stop Believing." Um, yeah, I feel it's your time to shine. But it's kind of interesting, right? Because I'm like asking what they mean about that. Because the shadow of Leo is like being in your ego and being too proud, you know, which that's what masculine energy can be stuck in for a long time. Um, But I more feel like this is being proud of who you are now and coming out of the shadows. Hmm. What's in the bottom? Oh, this is totally why. Oh my God, wow. I was totally meant to use it. I mean, that's an amazing, if you're new to me, that is the amazing thing about, doesn't matter what deck I pick up, whether I use it all the time or I haven't used it for fucking months or whatever. Look what I've been talking about. Black Moon Lilith, mystery. Shit, is this the one with that? Oh my God, that is such a confirmation. Wow. Remember I said the people that resonate with this, so there's going to be such a small handful of people. This masculine, so if you are this masculine, I believe one of your personal planets, so it's either your sun, I feel it's your sun or your moon or your Venus, conjuncts somebody's Black Moon Lilith. And it makes it feel like there's a really taboo connection there. Which wouldn't be helped if there's other people, but that can actually be why other people feel that too. But yeah, someone is a mystery. So it's like you're pulled in by the mystery, but then it could feel a bit daunting as well. But also it more feels this person's really trying to hold in their desire. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm being so slow tonight. That's actually really hilarious with what I'm seeing on the floor. There's going to be a full moon kitchen rendezvous. What travel's got to do with it? I don't know. Or maybe that's just somebody traveling to your kitchen on a full moon. Or you've traveled somewhere and you're in a B&B, an Airbnb, and there's a kitchen because there isn't a kitchen in a. I don't know what else that would be. You're on holiday and it's like maybe you're on holiday and it's in a kitchen on a full moon. I don't know. The details, will be your business. But there is something really strong. What are the chances of me pulling out a Black Moon Lilith card when I actually felt that? That was him confirming that. So again, the only way you're going to know that is if you know how to look at your chart and you know the other person's chart, or because I'm on your radar. If you want me to do that in a session, I can look. But 11,000 friends. There's the karmic lesson this masculine's been learning as well. Is stop listening to your pals. The ones aren't helpful because look, Black Moon Lilith and Friends 11th house. Somebody's friends were a karmic influence because that's the question I'm on. What's a karmic lesson? Stop listening to your pals. They were giving you bad advice. I feel this person's friends were like talking shit about the feminine. Yeah, like six house routine, like you know what I mean. That's not a good idea. It's not going to be sustainable. I wouldn't talk to them. Communication in reverse. Somebody's friends guided someone away. Look, but now, Aries, I am. And guess what we're in today in a few hours? Boom, bitch, Aries season. This person's like, and then, oh wow, that James Arthur song's called I Am, and this is Aries, I Am. That's kind of nuts. This person's like, nah, my passion's burning so strong you can't hold me back. I'm not listening to yous anymore. This person might not even be friends with these people, or if they are, they're not listening to them. Chiron healing. This person's healed enough to make their own decisions, to follow their fucking North Node life purpose. Love it. Oh my God. Sorry, I want to change the thumbnail again. That is like that card. Do you know what? And look, the world. So what's beautiful about Jupiter return? I just spoke about Jupiter. Part fortune, that's about money. Eighth house, endings and beginnings. Yep. There's going to about to be a lot of luck opportunities, but it's because you prepared for it. I feel as well if you're this masculine as well. I feel the couples that resonate with this, you're actually meant to be on the main stage. Now, this isn't. It was the last one I went on about the YouTube thing, wasn't it? Quite passionately, but there's something coming in with this one too. 10th house in the world, because I always get with that card. It's like you're meant to be helping the world in some sort of way. And that's why there were like a lot of friends around this person hold them back from their life's purpose. Because that's your career calling. It's meant, like I said earlier, not everyone's destiny is to be on the main stage, which is why I was given, oh, it's 144 as well. Oh my God, amazing, magical. I just looked, they just made my eyes look down at that. It's like not everyone's purpose is to be in that, but I feel whoever's resonating with this, you would know, like your friend. That's why you need to honor the contract. It's a soul contract for your own life purpose, but your own life purpose with the feminine. Align with a higher path. That's crazy. What was the other one again? God, I forgot what it was. I think I just passion is burning constantly in my dreams. I've been through hell and back. That feels relevant. It was one of them, wasn't it? It was the wordy ones. Oh, I just picked up bad karma as well. Yeah, see, I feel it's whoever the friends are that were giving bad advice. We're not a good influence. So that's not like the one earlier. It was like I've picked up on a mixture, but it's like I'm not feeling much support around this. Like, right, I want to do that. Align with the higher. Oh, I think we've already established you can't fucking see. You can't see, can you? Wait a minute. Doesn't matter. It's like I need to pick one. And this was the problem with this person. They needed to pick one and they couldn't at one point, and now they can't. Like they're cringing. They're like, I can't believe. Like this person's woke up. So wait a minute. They've woke up to the manipulation. In the morning is on. So isn't that interesting that I'm filming it on the day of the equinox? So something could change in the morning. I'm going to shuffle in if that spring card comes out again. Because it is spring tomorrow. Here anyway. Wait a minute. Lifestyles of the rich and the famous just came on. That's not a coincidence when I just said that about you're meant to be helping people on the world stage. Because it could be something that you can't even see that fucking card. You can't see what it says. Do you know what? It's like you can see some of it. I kind of like that actually. We'll just stick with that. Yeah, I think as a result of following your calling, it could lead you to a lot of riches, like rags to riches kind of thing. But it's like not. It's not what you're chasing, but because you're not chasing it and you're doing what you love, and your energy, your frequency together will attract a lot of money, and you're going to deserve it. Um, right, shadow work. Oh my God, guys, hang on. Wait, fucking oh my God. This is one of the most uncomfortable bras I've ever worn in my life. It's like, there's just, look, there's certain points, right, in a woman's cycle that it's like, the bra fits one day and the next day it doesn't, and it's just kind of like, it's cutting off my fucking circulation. Anyway, we'll just ignore that for a moment. So, but it's true. Let's go with these. What is the shadow work that the feminine is doing right now or guided to do? The masculine's feminine side. Wow. Don't be distracted. Four of Cups, distraction, but it's in reverse. The feminine is so focused that your shadow work is don't be distracted because you know how much, if you're easily distracted, so are they. And because of that movement, but also the Six of Swords, you're going on be adventures, you're moving on, you're not staying stuck. So guess what? The other person doesn't get distracted by the karmic energies because that happens to them worse. You know it's true divine masculine males and females, and they're going to be moving on. You're not getting distracted, you're focused, you're not hanging about, you're getting on with your life, therefore they follow. You stay stuck on them, wondering what they're doing, wondering when they're coming, sitting about crying, feeling like shit. That doesn't help them. Don't feel guilty, you do need to do that too. You can't try and fucking stop it when you're in that mood, especially in this kind of energy. But sometimes you might not be, but like, I'm not being funny, guys. Part of me was trying to do that yesterday, and I was like, I actually haven't got the energy to cry. I can't even let this out right now. Like, I haven't got time for this. And I'm prone to a good old cry. But it was like, what? How is that going to serve me? It was like I started to cry, and then I stopped it, but not in like a bad way. It was like I'm going to choose to think happy thoughts. I'm not going to go down this route. It's quite interesting. Maybe that's relevant to this. Maybe I was channeling like maybe someone's learning to do that for themselves as well. Hmm. Right. The masculine shadow work. Ooh, God. Wow. Empress in reverse. Not good. So, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Not good. Somebody's lost. Either somebody's lost a lot of money or somebody could have lost a lot of money following bad guidance, actually. Or somebody's lost out. Maybe somebody could have lost out on inheritance or something, going against, like, family's wishes or something. Bad advice. But it could specifically could be bad advice from a mother figure. Because the Empress in reverse is a dark mother figure. Which, bear in mind, like, Black Moon Lilith can be about empowerment, but it can be connected to dark sort of things around the mother too, or the feminine energy. So it's I don't know. There's a story that's gonna be different for different people, but I'm getting like someone took bad advice from a mother figure and they lost out on a lot of wealth. Unless as well, I feel for some people as well, the Empress in reverse could be like a karmic partner, like a present or a past mother of a child that has drained somebody's finances. Oh God, actually, and through a marriage. Sorry, I'm a bit slow there because I'm too tired to hierophant. Yeah, that could be the breakdown of a marriage. Actually, that could be a divorce, losing a lot of money, losing a legacy to, I would say, a toxic ex because Empress in reverse. Like, obviously, what? Yeah, at least I don't know, however many children planning. Yeah, this person's plans involve you, the vision that they have. And wasn't this was about divine timing, wasn't it? That's the divine timing. This person could be trying to get their finances together after going through something, or they're still not out something. Grief is in reverse though, the Five of Cups. So this person has been going through celebration in reverse, Three of Cups. That this person's like, it's like there was a third party interference, but I mean the third party, it's got to be that somebody's got with somebody else, started a family, got married in some cases, and now they've put the sadness and the depression behind them. But there's been a lack of passion. There was no growth. Ace of Pentacles. They're all in reverse. There was not a reciprocal thing there because it's the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Oh my God, all three aces in reverse. Ace of Cups, there was no love there. Five of Pentacles, insecurity in reverse, but that's good. Someone's getting back on their feet. That's what I should have said that. I knew there was an interest in, look, the moon, misinterpretation. And also it's got the, because the moon is the Pisces, but look, it's the Pisces new moon today. Oh my God, fuck's sake, I want that for the, no, I'm just, misinterpretation, yeah. Again, this is the, like, that last one was really toxic, right? But there was some support in amongst the toxic thing. But it's like with this, it's like Somebody's got very confused and misinterpreted something here, and there's bad advice from either a mother or getting into a serious connection with a mother figure. Like, you know what I mean? The mother of a child has left somebody high and dry at some point. Could you just tell, I'm just interested, is there like any supportive sort of friends or family around this person? I'm kind of taking that as a no because look, is the high priestess inner voice? Like it's like there might be, but if there is, I'm not being told about it. It's like I feel if this is you, you're being isolated to trust your inner voice. It doesn't actually matter whether you've got, it's great if you've got supportive friends or family or both. But actually, even if you have, they can't make your mind up for you. Wow, and again, so if you didn't watch the one that I done earlier, right, when I got really passionate about that episode, the Married at First Sight, and again, I don't actually tend to watch that. I think Charlotte really likes that. But I did actually quite like it. I'm going to watch it from the start now because there's fuck all on the telly, and I'm like, actually, yeah, because it means tomorrow I can just, I'm honestly, that's perfect. I'm just going to sit and fucking eat and watch that. But it's like, um, I did watch the right one because it's like, you know, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but just briefly, it was like what I caught was, you know, the whole thing is where, you know, it was the moment where they see each other before they get married. And it was nice because you could tell they fancy each other right away. I mean, it's quite, again, it's a bit of a risk, a big risk. And it's fucking mental, actually, whoever made that, whoever came up with that idea, that program. But, and yeah, the long and short of it was there was, I don't know, I think it's just made it be an older man friend, right? But he took an instant dislike to the guy because the guy mentioned that he was a YouTuber and like he's went sober and he helps other guys to go sober and improve their life. So it was like from that, it was like that guy took it and was like sort of gossiping to everyone, being like, he's a red flag, he's a red flag. He's just trying to grow his you know, platform, and it's like, how fucking judgmental is that? Because I didn't see that at all with the guy. Like, and like I said, if he'd hid that he had it, they might have been like, well, what's the big mystery? Why is he hiding it? So it's like, I don't think he could have won either way. And like I said earlier, I couldn't fucking find his channel, so I don't think it was to grow his platform, because it's like, unless he's not got a channel there or something, I couldn't find it. But it's like I can tell when someone's doing that, and it's not. It's like, you know, because that's why I'm saying it's judgmental, because it annoys me. Because like I enjoy some really amazing channels, and there's some that I even talk on, but I don't talk from here because I want people to just like me for me, and I want to do this my way. And yeah, it's making it the hard way, but like that's how I like to do things, you know what I mean? And when and if, and I know that that will come when the worlds collide, then that's fine, I'll roll with it. But until then, it's like, so I'm quite the opposite. I don't like to use other people to like elevate my platform. To me, that's boring. I want to do it the hard way. I want to find my own people that resonate with me, not because somebody's shouting me out on their bigger platform or something. Because believe me, I could. I've got loads of different fleet. I've got like I've said before. That was like fucking nearly 10 years ago now, that somebody that I know that has grown loads of other massive YouTube channels wanted to grow mine. Like, you know, it's really talented. For all I know, the person might still tune in. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do it my own way. And so, like, who know, I could have been one of these big, massive channels by now. I would have been, had a lot more money anyway. I didn't sell out. You know what I mean? And I don't see that as selling out as such, but it didn't, you know, it didn't feel right at the time, and I don't regret it. But, um, But anyway, I'm just saying people shouldn't be so judgmental. Like I don't tell people I do YouTube. If they fucking know that, then they've went looking. I don't tell people I do it. I'd rather people don't know if I'm honest, you know what I mean? I'm grateful though when some of you, like I've had some people more recently like putting on their friends that really need me. That like I'm grateful at that, because if people need my help and they resonate, then that's, you know, don't not do that. But I don't mind when it grows slowly because it's more organic, and it's like I said, I'm very introvert. I've got 6 retrograde planets, so you know, basically you shouldn't judge, you know, because if somebody just saw me doing this, well, oh, she's really confident, she must be like that all the time. And no, you'd be wrong. I'm in my Leo midheaven right now. Know your astrology. Tomorrow I'll be in like fuck off everyone. I want to be myself. You know what I mean? So sorry, not fuck off, but you know what I mean. So yeah, she's also holding a sage stick there, unless it's a giant joint, but I'm seeing it as a sage stick. Um, It does look like that. You have to trust your inner voice because the point I kind of came away from it there is that girl obviously loves her friends and she had a very busy, but I can't stand best friends like that. None of my best friends are like that. They're very protective, but not in that kind of way. That's a toxic way. Because she was just kind of like, she's my best friend, and and it was kind of like, but you don't want to be such a best that you're actually really fucking putting somebody off. Like she likes that guy, and they could drive because they just seemed like a fucking nightmare to be honest. Um, like it really did. It was annoying me when I was watching it. But anyway, it was like the guy, whoever, the older guy friend and the best friend were being so toxic, like just kept calling the guy a red flag, going off and nothing. And then he stuck up for himself and it was good. But the point is, that's a good example for this. Imagine that girl was so easily manipulated by her two best friends looking out for her. It's like, no, they're fucking trying to sabotage you because he's a nice guy. She fancies she likes him. I can appreciate they were trying to look out for her, but I can like that was jealousy. Something was their dark side was triggered in them, and also the alcohol thing is part of it too, because not many people can actually resist alcohol, and not in a group environment either. Be like, go on, take a drink, take a drink. So if you can actually, the fact that that guy said no to that tradition, I thought that's actually really amazing. Like, because I've like that's what I mean. I mostly don't drink too, and I've been in loads of society. You have to withstand. Like people can pressurize you, and then they'll eventually get it. Like don't fucking no, I don't want to. I'll do what I want to do. The full change. So this was all the shadow work for the masculine. Look, empathy, and then change. So this is so interesting because I had a moment like this with someone today. The person had said something like that they were quite close to, like, just feeling like there was a leap of faith or something coming, and that's exactly what that card's about. So if you feel a bit in a dark place right now, particularly actually if it is over like a manipulative Queen of Cups, whoever that is, a manipulative friend, a manipulative family member, it could be the same person as the Empress in reverse, or that could be someone else. You're on the precipice of taking a leap of faith and embracing the change that you are scared to make, but it's worth it. Love it. Right. Are we getting closer to the... Right, what would help with inner union? Who's still here? Fucking honestly, how do I get lost in the... I do find it quite therapeutic doing this. Right, so what is the... what does the feminine need for inner union, or the masculine's feminine side? Keep being grateful. A thank you goes a long way. Keep sending out your gratitude to God, to angels, your guides, your power animals, your twin flame. You know what I mean? Thank you for the lessons. Whatever it is, whatever you do you, but keep being grateful. What have we got for the masculine? Both people focus on what you're grateful for. Com- Compromise. So the masculine, oh, it's quite funny, isn't it? The masculine for inner union needs to compromise. Compromise is not submission. So, remember when I pulled Leo and I said to shine bright, but Leo can also be about being proud? There is something about softening to the fact that you're not always going to agree with everyone and you're not always going to agree with your twin flame. But just because you don't agree on something or you agree to disagree, it doesn't mean you have to abandon each other. It doesn't mean you hate each other. It doesn't mean we can't be friends or we can't be, you know what I mean? It's just agree to disagree. And it's only through building trust with somebody that you would begin to get that. And again, you might be like, Claire, I don't need to be fucking told that. That's perfectly obvious. Some people do need to be told that, actually. And the reason why I kind of laughed was that was actually in reverse. So it's like, this could be somebody that still has a problem with being the submissive. Nah, I'm only joking. Somebody's going 50 Shades of Grey. Well, fucking some people are going 50 Shades of Grey in a kitchen on a full moon, apparently. But it's like, but oh dear. I'm sure I did. I'm sure I have at some point. I'm sure I have. I'm bound to have went 50 Shades of Grey with mine at some point in my life. Probably quite a few things. But anyway, maybe I can't remember. Maybe I can't. Definitely someplace. But so compromise is not submission. This person has an issue with control. If you're this person, you've got an issue with letting go of control. For inner union, compromise. Be willing to listen to the other person's point of view, which means they have to listen to your point of view as well. But yeah, compromise. Right, what do both people need to hear? There's a song on right now called Crossfire. It's funny. Sacrifice. True love is selfless. Yeah, because you would. When you've went through a proper ego death, you would be like, you know what? I don't like admitting when I've done something wrong or I've made a mistake. But if it means that I get to be around that person again, and I don't mean that, to be clear, I don't mean manipulate somebody, tell them what they want to hear and you don't mean it. It's like, yeah, I think there is something that's like I don't see it exactly the same way as they do, but if they let me say my bit and then I listen to them and we still can't come to a total agreement, maybe we can make peace with the fact that, agree to disagree on this and move on. Be fucking adults about it is really what I'm getting. Oh my god, I can't. Thank you. I love these cards. Admitting. It's okay to admit errors and put things right. So that is obviously for inner union, that is a huge lesson for this masculine collective. You fudged up. There's something you fucked up with. I don't think there's any disputing that with what I'm picking up on here. With all the sorry cards and blah 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 blah, and you were caught between two people at some point and you couldn't make your mind up, and now you're crystal clear about it. There's something along these lines of whatever it is that you feel you fucked up about, admitting it and setting it right. And that's up to you how you do that. And that takes a lot. Like I said, I respect that in people when they're able to do it, which is why I get really passionate about when people say Aries don't apologize and stuff. That's fucking bullshit. If I'm wrong, I'll apologize. You know what I mean? And I do, and I have done. But a lot of the time in my life, I've actually apologized to people. I mean, it's actually quite embarrassing when I think of some things in the past where people have actually fucking manipulated me or, quite frankly, bullied me. And then it's like I've been weirdly like pulled into like somehow sucking up to them. And then I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? And it's, you know what I mean? I wouldn't do it now, but it's like, it's weird how that can happen. People can do you wrong. And then you somehow be like, but in a lot of circumstances, I've been in things where it's like that person's literally never going to say sorry. And I'd rather, the way that I would always see it is, I would rather not lose this person and be the one that puts aside my ego to save this connection, whatever it is, a friendship or family or, lovers in some cases. And, but you shouldn't always be that person. And in my life, I've been that person too many times. What about somebody sacrificing their fucking ego to come to you, to apologise to you? Because I'm sorry to say, I'm struggling to think of many times in my life where a friend has done that, where they fucked up. I've had the opposite effect, where somebody's fucked up, they just stayed away because they knew they'd done wrong. I've had some things where people have tried to come back, but when they try to come back, they don't apologise. That's not the same. Do you know what I mean? That's like, so it's, and I've had other nice, I'm keeping this anonymous, but I've had other nice experiences where I have done what I've said. Like, I have reached out first, and it's been met with a lot of joy actually and upset because the person wanted to do it, but they just couldn't find the strength to do it. Really, it's they couldn't get over their ego to do it. You know, I mean, I'm trying to say it in a nice way, but that is really what it comes down to. But I'm not meaning to say that horribly. That would be something from childhood where maybe you didn't have like a mum or a dad that apologised when they done wrong. You know, you just sort of fucking crack on with it and, let go of it. It's in the past, toxic, you know what I mean? But lots of people's mums and dads say it, you know what I mean? I still give my mum and dad a right if they say, oh, leave it in the past. Like, sometimes my mum and my dad will say, and I'm like, no, 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 we're not leaving it in the past. We need to talk about it. Do you know what I mean? But it's kind of like, not all the time, because that gets fucking draining. Sometimes it is just better to be like, "Oh, fucking leave it in the past. But yeah, that was some of the karmic lessons I learned. Playing God just came on. Um, stop fucking apologizing to people that have actually fucked you over and done wrong to you. Like I said, I do a cringe and I'm thinking that's right, fucking shit like that. I've even done that. So afraid. It's time to let go of insecurities. Yeah, this person is afraid. They're afraid to come forward. Free will. The path you take is up to you. But free will was in reverse. That's really interesting because I know it's quite like trendy and popular for people to be like, people have free will, like tarot readers say all the time. And it's kind of like, sorry, I don't actually believe there is a lot of free will, especially because playing God is on right now. And with the twin flame journey, I don't think there is a lot of free will. I know there is because people can choose not to be with it, but if you really think about it on a grander scale, is there? You're always being pulled back to each other. It's a divine union orchestrated by God. And that's why, a lot of people that actually think they're twin flames aren't, you know what I mean? Maybe it was like a really intense karmic relationship or something, you know what I mean? Some of you aren't. I mean, I don't know what different people's situations are, but interesting. Right, getting really into this. Um, right, so what's some possible soul retrieval someone would need, and it always fits in with the story? Way changer, yep. You're a liberating force here to inspire change and challenge. This is the Tesla, I'm using my word, system. So someone's going to be lost for words when they try to talk to you, but because that just came through about being afraid. But I feel the feminine, I feel you're a way shower or a way changer, and the masculine is too. They've just needed to believe in themselves to step on the world stage, step up and be seen, get your Leo on wherever it is. Maybe it's hard. Maybe this person's got Leo in the one of the water houses, like the fourth, the eighth, or the 12th. But it's like I said when I was looking at my best pals chart the other day. She had a lot of hidden energy, but she's got a lot of talents, and I know how to help her let them shine. She knows too. It's just the different people have got different ways, and some of it is more behind the scenes. But there's always a little bit of Leo somewhere, and even if it's hidden, find what works for you. And that's what I'm good. I'd be like, these are the good times in your chart, or these are the good like this is go for it. Do you know what I mean? And the rest of the time you might be quite behind. It really depends how that's speaking to people. Right, what's another one? Sh Boom, drop the mic. Fucking love it. Shine. Somebody's needing this speech right now. Allow nothing to dim the light within you. Allow yourself to shine. Notice how I kept saying the masculine needs to shine. I feel the feminine has been shining in some kind of capacity. Now, whether it's because of your glow up and people are just like, oh, your energy seems different or whatever, or whether it's because you've got some kind of talent and people are, paying attention to it or whatever, or and again, like it's kind of like right to use me an example, right? People have been wowed by what I can do for the past 11 years, but it's never taken off in a big massive way, has it? And a lot of that is down to me. I didn't want it to. Like I didn't really want to be seen. Do you know what I mean? It makes sense to me. So it makes sense to me when the few people that I actually allow to read my energy, when a message comes through about like taking it up a gear or shining, but I still can get messages like, and I get what it means because I've got way more inside me than what I ever show. Like when people think I'm wowing them, like I'm fucking only showing you a little bit. Like it's there's always a next level that I can I believe there's always a next level that all of us can go to, but it's kind of like it's something like that. It's like someone's been doing something good at something, and it's like the masculine's turn to shine, but to shine who you really are and not to be getting loads of attention for superficial things like being really hot or um being funny or showing off or look how many girls I can pull. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. Whatever different things, or having a talent in some kind of different area. But it's kind of like allow nothing to dim the light. Allow yourself to shine. Because I feel this group of masculines, you've got a really beautiful soul, but I don't feel you've really felt safe enough to show or to let that side out. Hmm. I really love that though, that I kept saying, let yourself shine, and that's come out. So again, ornament, I was forgetting that. So those last two cards, if you resonate with the last one, these are things I could help you in a session. And I do help that with people. I do actually help masculines with that in sessions. That's what all my sessions. I was helping a masculine energy do that today. Oh, and I've just remembered I actually need to help another masculine. I need to email another. I read one and then like I always like write like hello or something just to remind me to actually, because it's like if I read it and I don't write it, I might fucking forget to reply. But I've just remembered that. So if that person's watching on the down low, I will reply to you tomorrow. I replied in my head. Fine, love it. Financial flow. If you're having struggles with your finances, we could do hypnotherapy around that. Depends how much of a money block you've got. We could do hypnotherapy, but it might be something like, clearing the vows of poverty or something too. Which I do things like that all the time in public too. There's things like that in the playlist, but I think I've done something like that recently. I'm sure that was what I done something like that on Monday. Um, you've earned it. Oh wow. And that's so amazing. Now it was a while ago, but isn't that amazing that actually that's the last thing somebody said. Look, Nathan said you truly deserve absolutely every ounce of level up and success. You've more than earned it. And this says you've earned it. You deserve it. Financial rewards begin to flow and profitable solutions unfold. But you see, that's what I'm getting from this. It's like if you've been like myself and you've been working really hard at your craft for years and years and years, and you're like, oh my God, like, what the fuck? Like, you just want to see some kind of progress. It doesn't need to be like fucking, oh my God, a bit, but just, kind of stop and start and all that kind of stuff. But I always believe it's because you weren't quite ready for it. And I do annoyingly know that for myself. Like, I'm a brilliant coach. I'm not going to be modest. I can coach the fuck out of people. I can actually even coach the fuck out of myself when I'm in the mood for it. But that's actually where I would actually take my own advice and I would go to somebody else to get the help. And I have done that, you know what I mean? But I've got to be careful about that. I can be led down the wrong path only for a little while, and then I'm like, this is not for me. That happens all the time to me. And it's probably because a message was channeled to me by a medium actually, it was 10 years ago this year. I think it was around 2016. And it was the guy said, if I were you, I wouldn't go to many other people for guidance. Like, I would go straight to God. And look what I do most of the time. But I do enjoy getting guidance from very few people that I trust. And it's just nice to be around people as well. Do you know what I mean? Online and places where you feel safe. Because I hope that that's whether you speak or not. Like I hope that's what you feel here. And like I said, it's just sad that I don't really. There's to be honest, there's like one place I can think of right now when I feel like that. And look, do you want to form an alliance with me? Um, but there have been places in the past, but not anymore. And you change and your frequency changes and you can see through things and stuff. Important partnerships, agreements, or unexpected connections bring fortunate opportunities. Oh my God, I want that for the thumbnail now. Oh, this is just so annoying. Sake. That would be quite good. I think that might be the. Do you want to form an alliance with me? I'm taking action. Like, you know what I mean? Literally, someone could be like, do you want to form an alliance with me? I have woken up to our soul contract. That is why I'm talking like this. I've connected with my galactic self. Well, it's not in the picture, fuck's sake. Give a minute. Creative soul. Oh, you can't even read the words. You're a highly intuitive, artistic being. Give form to your imagination, explore your creative expression. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's like a masculine that has unleashed their creativity. And it could be very privately. You could have, I don't know, you could have been working on something privately, and now it's time to share it. Look, digital warrior, and look what he's doing. He's like, shh. I've never, that's actually really funny. Look, the guy's like, shh. It's like, don't tell her I'm coming. Quite funny. It's like, shh, I'm going to sneak up on her. Take Me Out just came on. Take me out. Do 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 do. Yeah, look. He's like, shh, I'm coming to speak. I'm just going to creep up on her. Communication, whether written or spoken, holds frequencies that help shape your reality. The voice of freedom comes in many forms. Your connection to the divine is your power cord of the light. Yeah, if you're not already doing this, I feel you've got like a. Wait a minute, actually. I feel like you've got a talent for like words, like writing or poetry, or because I help a lot of masculine energies with poetry over the years. Like I haven't done for a while, but it's like, it's something that whether it's men or women. Let's wait a minute. I can't bother putting them all around. But I just want to see if the poet comes out. It's like a more mature sort of side of you that's like coming to life. It's a bit like I remember somebody saying to me years ago, and it was something that I saw myself, and then somebody said something like that to me again recently. Like, I know I'm going to do aromatherapy at some point, but I'm in no big huge rush to. I do it already, you know what I mean? But it's like I know that that will be something that like I think it's more going to be like into my 50s, maybe even 60s that I like do something like that because it's sort of less taxing than all of this social media shit and that, isn't it? But it's like it could be a total switch up, for what from one side of your life to doing something quite. It's not totally different from what I do now, but I don't know. The stone that to me is always like the sword and the stone. Like look, you're the one, Neil. You're chosen for this. Well, that's off an advert, isn't it? I feel like I've been brainwashed and I'm repeating something off. Is that not like one of these programs that's like Buffy or something? It's not the original Buffy, but it's like I don't know. You've been chosen for this. The judge. Mm, my God, the crone. There is again. There is lots. I don't want to start getting into this when we're getting near the end of this, but that's my sign for a mother figure that's had a negative influence. Like shaman. Like somebody literally could have been working with a shaman, or it could be like talking about someone's been watching me and they've worked out that they were being manipulated. There's a lot coming through. Or it could be talking about inner child healing or something like the hunter. Basically, somebody's healed their masculine energy. Where someone was procrastinating, couldn't make up their mind, they were stuck, they were being manipulated, they know what they want, they're going after it. They're just waiting for something. But that's what I kept seeing in that like someone's it's really quite funny. Um I pretend that look, I pretend I don't care because I care too much. Let's shuffle these. Right, what am I on now? Okay, yeah, so what's coming next in the future in this? And then I can end this and so I'm so tired of sabotaging this connection. I pretend I don't care because I care too much. Yeah, so that was important because I shuffled and it's still there. I send you telepathic messages. So many songs remind me of you. You're so beautiful. I've got a tarot reading on you. Be careful who you go to because not everyone is of the light. They could confuse you. I miss you. Yeah, this person really misses you because remember it was the fourth house, and I just saw I'm so afraid of rejection as well. It's like it was the fourth house, and yeah, oh wow, fourth house and the 12th house are in their feet. Look at that, twin flames and separation in reverse. I'm asking what's happening next. A twin flame separation is closing out. Shared feelings, mirrored emotions, your other half, reflection of your soul. And that is the conclusion this person's coming to. Nobody reflects my soul like them. Silence, longing for you, distance. Fuck's sake, that's... I want that for the thumbnail now. No. Maybe that and that, actually. If that's not in the shot, I'm just like, I can't be arsed. Yeah, twin flame separation. Wait a minute, we'll try once more. My smile was needed. A minute. Please God, may that be in the shot, because I can't be fucking arsed sitting here all day. I'm so very sorry. Please find it in your heart to forgive me. Right. I look shattered. Well, I'm fucking shattered. I'm gonna gift, date, letting you know, surprise, thinking of you, admire. Yeah, look, this person's waiting for the right time. Inspired by you, songs, emotional bond, telepathic love. Triggers is in reverse. This person's worked fired up in reverse. Self-love. I'd say this person's like really, they're about to communicate. Approaching voicemail, awaiting text. This is very Mercury going direct. Only problem is, why is, I don't, oh my god, what in the hell is that? I don't like that combo. I wouldn't feel anything bad with it, but it doesn't make sense with the words. Right, look at this. This is really interesting because I'm trying to wrap this up now, but I love these cards. So, look, this person's about to communicate, right? If this is yours, they're coming in quite soon to communicate. However they choose to do that, right? Whether it's a text, a call, like I always say, a carrier pigeon, a letter, just showing up. They're coming in. But revenge is behind it, okay? Patterns, enjoying the show, getting even, childish behaviour. Define masculine revenge. Protector, action-orientated, rational provider. Clown, appearances, humiliation, feeling ashamed, and then union. Reconciliation, coming back, second chance, rebuilding. What this is this person is worried that you're gonna think they're tricking you or something. So it feels like, in the past, like this person's either done things to make you jealous or they've confused you in some type of way. And they've not wanted to come in like, yeah, they've not wanted to upset you. And this person feels like a clown, but they want union. They want a reconciliation. They want to, I said that weird. They want to come back. They want a second chance. They want to rebuild this. And in some cases, it's not even rebuild for some yet. It's build it. Like they ran away from building anything. But yeah, I think that's quite a worry for someone. So what's the advice for someone that's feeling like that? Pause before you choose. That's why yeah, that could actually be the pause that someone's thinking. Curiosity, learn to be curious about each other. Transformation, enter into the light from out the darkness. Really, it's basically somebody worrying too much because I feel like, look, allow events to unfold in the correct time. It's like this person's, that's what I'm feeling. So this person's waited and waited and waited and waited and waited and waited. And there might be there's probably going to be external reasons for why someone's done this. But with that combination, like I said, it's quite interesting. It's like, I can see why that would be quite a real thing as well. Like, this person just feels like you're not going to believe them. But what I would say to that is just come in and be genuine and don't play any games, and then that's the way to go about it. And at the end of the day, you can only do so much. Like, personally, it's kind of like if I know that I'm genuine, even if I have fucked up and I'm saying sorry, if somebody's still determined not to believe me, whether it's a fucking divine feminine, divine masculine, it's kind of like that's when you've got to decide, like, and it's so funny. I've heard several different people say that in the past week, but it's true. It's like, what's more important? Having this person in your life because you really care about them or love them unconditionally, or like the fact that like they fucked up once, you know what I mean? And yeah, it might have been really badly in some cases. Yeah, exactly, because we've got really sure ex, like they could have went back to their ex. That's the case for a lot of people, isn't it? The time has come to clear your energy. Yin yang. Look, but now it's like someone's releasing their ex for their twin flame. Like they basically went the wrong way the last time. That's so. Oh my god! Oh my god, we're definitely ending this, but that's kind of amazing because that was what came out. Someone couldn't choose, and then they have chosen. They've went the wrong way, but it wasn't the wrong way. It's the right. It was the right way to learn what you need to learn to be like that's the wrong way. Now I know where I want to go. It's just you've got to trust that the other person would understand that. Because a lot of girls, women, if we're talking, change of gender, but a lot of people wouldn't understand that. And be like, I'm not second best, because it's like really depend. That's why I always say, right? Like, if I wasn't a twin flame, there is no fucking way I would like be doing any of this, even for love. But I am a twin flame. I am a twin flame shaman, and that is my calling. So that is why I'm guided to do what I'm doing. But the advice I give, I mean, everyone's got to have their own personal responsibility for how you live your life anyway, whether it's listening to me or anyone else out there. But yeah, my general advice about love, if you choose to take it, is really pretty different when it comes to, if I choose to have a channel that's dedicated to love and not twin flames, it won't be the same advice. Because I definitely would not stand for a lot of the shit that I've went through at all. I just don't think it, yeah. But it's not the same because I'm not. It's a weird dynamic. And it's not even a relationship. I've never been in a relationship with mine. But it's a something. It's this. Like yin yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves. Cherish your relationship. Like that's basically the message that if you're willing to go through hell and back and you still want the person, look, guilt. Don't let guilt get in the way of happiness. I know what they're saying here. Look, it's time to think of everything that you admire in your partner because it's worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. It's worth waiting for. It's like in playfulness. That feels relevant too. Forgiving and learning. Look, there's the card. I'm always like, someone's like, I fucked up. How can you ever forgive me? And it's like, yeah, I know, that was shit. But if we talk about it enough times and then we can get over it and let's just be happy. And that's why your soul is preparing to connect. It's like if it really is your twin flame, you'll be able to talk about it and work it out. Maybe other people wouldn't be able to. Maybe even if you told another twin flame, you'd be like, oh, you know what I mean? It's like, I just don't, I think you get given, from what I've observed in all the years I've done this, you get given your own unique set of fucked up circumstances. I've never said it like that before. I need to get that on a t-shirt. That's quite funny. That you'll be able to get through if you both want to be able to. But it takes both people wanting to be able to do the work and to get over your ego and to forgive each other. Yeah. And it's times like these we learn to live again. That's actually on the Foo Fighters. Right, okay, let's end this now. So thank you if you listened. This was quite deep. I am now going to eat more bread. Actually, wait a minute. Oh no, I keep thinking I'm like, fuck. Like, I've got toast in the freezer as well. Well, bread, you know what I mean? But it's like the bread that I've got in the bread bin, I can only use that for toasties. I've already had 2 toasties today. I don't regret it either. I think the sun in the last of Pisces, I think it was needed. I love a toasty. Um, Right, what have we got for the New Earth frequency? Is it going to be Mary Magdalene Jesus? Is it going to be those galactic lovers again? What have we got? And if you would like to book a session, I'm afraid you're too late. No, I'm joking. What date? Actually, I kept saying I was available tomorrow. I don't actually think I am now, guys, to be honest. I don't want to work tomorrow. No. I'm not working on the equinox. And look, if it was an emergency and you really, uh, if it's an emergency, then and you're watching this now and you're like, oh, I need, like, then email me and I'm sure we can do that. But otherwise, I will be available again a week on Monday. So, and like I said, I'm not away the whole week, but I'm away obviously at some point in that week, and I've just chose to film stuff for the whole week. Just to give myself a break, but also just so you don't know exactly when I'm here and when I'm not. Right, so oh, because I am a Lemurian shaman. It's quite funny. I'm not joking though, but it's maybe you might be too. Shadow dissolving in the gaze of truth, going beyond fear, initiation. Yeah, because that's what I mean. If you've got the third eye, you see, people that really resonate with these will understand that this isn't just, you don't just watch your sun, moon, and rising, even though I say that all the time. It's like there really is like potent messages like dotted about. And there was a lot about pushing through your feet in this one and in the other one because we're in that Aries energy. Hmm, love it. Arcturians, yep. I'd say they were very present. They always are. They are. Oh, wow. Ooh. A lot of mother healing in this one. I'd say if you resonate with this, you'll want to check out the one that I put out. When did I schedule that? When is it? You might actually be able to watch it. Although I scheduled it, I noticed it got released last night. I don't know why that was, but I hid it again. I think I've scheduled that for Wednesday at like 8 or something, UK time. If it's not Wednesday, it's Friday. I think yeah, I think I've scheduled ones for like, well, you'll see when they get released, but um Divine Cosmic Mother Womb. I've been at this one for so long. Was this the one when I started off talking about the womb? No, that was the other one, wasn't it? My God, what that might have been this one. I can't fucking remember. Nah, I think it was the other one. You're loved, you're safe, rest now, sleep well. I mean, that's a message for me because I'm ending this, but this is for everyone. But Divine Cosmic Mother Womb. If there has been an issue with mothers or and again, it doesn't need to be your own mum, you know what I mean? It will be for some people though. It's like just healing the female energy within yourself, whether you're a male or female. You're loved, you're safe, rest well, sleep well. Like a lot of people don't know how to slow down and just rest and heal and you keep going and you know what I mean? Like that's not what this is about. Like the equinox is about balance. So if you're go, go, go and you've been to the point where you're pushing yourself, and actually this is interesting. I said this to someone in a session earlier, like you're gonna burn out and then life will stop you for even longer. So make sure that you carve out time to rest. And yes, I'm taking that advice because like I said, I just realised when I'm saying, oh, I'm gonna do nothing tomorrow, I think it's because I keep fucking thinking tomorrow's Saturday. Which I was actually going to do nothing on Saturday too, but I've got quite a few plans now. Not like wild plans, like I'm just staying in, but it's like I'm going to chum my mum somewhere and then I'm seeing my friend for a bit. But it's still rest. Arcturians, pure white light, DNA healing, sacred geometry. Yep, powerful DNA activations. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Lemurian shaman, and now we've got Lemurian guide. Yeah. So again, these are cards I really resonate for my energies, right? So I would say that this is like really speaking to you if you connect with Lemurians. So Lemurians and the Arcturians. I might actually put that in the title when I finish this. Sister, friend, teacher of the infinite, universal love. Lemurian guide. Lemurian guide, Lemurian shaman. That's powerful. Manifest. Co-creation, gratitude, divine alignment, joyful visions. I think that's a lovely place to leave it. Because that's basically what was coming through. It's time to manifest these situations and push through your fear. It's the only way it's going to happen, basically. Yeah. Right, okay. So I'll be around a week on Monday. I'll probably do mediumship Monday, a week on Monday, and I will oh my god. I can't stop fucking yawning. What was I gonna say? And I'll be available for sessions on the Tuesday. Or mediumship on that Monday. But not this Monday, because I just don't wanna I just want to take the whole week off. So anyway, right. Good night everyone. I need my bed now. So I hope this helped people in some small way, in some big way. And I'm just trying to think, what the fuck have I not done on that list? Did I bring it through here? I feel like I did. Maybe I left it in my bed. I thought I did bring it through here. I don't think it's that big a deal. I'll probably just film some quick things for... I'm not bothered about stuff for over the weekend, because I was going to film something for the equinox. Oh, I did already do that though, didn't I? I did the pick-a-pile for the equinox earlier. That could be enough. I don't know, I'm done. That's what I mean. That's been a good Lemurian teacher, shaman. Do you know what I mean? Know when you're done. Fucking take your own advice. That's join. In an ideal world, I would have wanted to do you ones for the weekend, but I'm fucked, guys. Right. I'm signing off. And I still actually can't believe I'm getting a wee holiday. I'm fucking delighted. So, yes. Have a lovely weekend and have a lovely week. And I obviously you will if you choose to. There's the shorts are going out every day. There is the live streams will be like every other day, and I will pop up when I'm guided, when I'm back, whenever that might be, or I might just leave it till the following week because that's why I've filmed extra things either side of the yeah. Anyway, so if you email me during that time, just know that I'll probably just wait and get back to you when I get back because I just want to totally switch off. But yes, see you later. I've lulled everyone to sleep. Thank you for being here. Like, comment, subscribe, hype, all that jazz. Do it to other people too that work hard. See you later.